pause this music. I'm not sure how loud the game is, but I did turn it down just in case. I just didn't hear it myself. Okay. That seems appropriate in volume. Let's do new game. Okay. Easy to read fonts. This game uses stylized fonts and writing effects and may be difficult for some readers. A tree full of wieners with nuns picking them and putting them in a basket. Oh my god. That's hilarious. Easy read fonts option improves legibility by disabling some fonts and writing effects. Okay. So, peasant script, scribe script, humanist script, monastic script. I think this is okay for me. I don't have any issue like reading these, and I kind of like that there's like different scripts depending on who's talking. The horses with human faces is so funny, dude. Because you know they're like drawing the horse and they're like, yep, long legs, long tail, got that. Kind of a bean shape to it, got that. Long arms. How do I draw the face? How do I draw the face? Oh my god! No, those are some juicy fruits. That is wild. What do you think they could have been writing about that they would have put that in the margins? You have played a little bit of this MASH. What was your impression? What did you think for the bit that you played? How was your day, by the way, Snake? Hope you're doing well. Doing any more work on the house today? It seemed cool. You like the gimmick. I'm so excited. In principio erat verbum, et verbum erat apud. Oh, like in the beginning there was the word, and there was God, and God made the word. Or I'm moving this thumb. I'm pressing it. Uh-oh. Am I getting rid of this? I can't believe I'm getting rid of this. I thought this was about enjoying it. Oh, I'm screwing it up. I didn't think we'd be getting rid of it to start. Did we screw up part of it to be like write the wrong words in it? Am I just sort of some sort of scamp, miscreant? Hello, Manny. What's the huge mistake you've done? Xbox Games Studio presents an Obsidian Entertainment production. Is Obsidian the guys who made Fallout? No, the one that people like. So films are expensive. I guess they want to reuse it. Art director Hannah Kennedy, you better put that name first. Well, we got like math and geometry, shapes and such, tables. Very intriguing. Fired up a new game in Ace Combat 4. I didn't know you were a big Ace Combat fan. Look at that band of cuties. So cute. Music by Alchemy. I wonder if they're the ones. There's like this YouTube channel that does look at that rabbit with an axe. Oh my god. Oh, look at that long finger. That's fun. There's this YouTube channel that does like medieval copies or covers of like popular songs. Popular songs. Dogs don't play for Yeah, that was the one thing that I thought was kind of weird there too. That was weird. I didn't know they did that. Didn't know they recycled the parchment. Nah. You know, housework today. It's been too much of a rainy day. I getcha. The artist sleeps. An artist's mind. And the abbot said to me, Andreas. I hope I can advance the dialect whenever I want. Music's a little loud. Hildegard von Bling. I think that might be the one. Yeah. Without monasteries, there would be no academia, at least in Europe. Yeah, certainly in Europe. Yes, I just noticed that. Is it better right now? I can turn it down even more. Is it better now, or is it like not loud enough? That crow is loud as hell. No? Okay, let's keep it down. Lower still. Is this better? I did not think this game would be this loud, judging by the menu. Thank you for letting me know, y'all. I want to make sure this is an easy listening experience for you all. That's good. Okay. Heard a really cool rendition of MF's Doom Rap Snitches Knishes performed on a hurdy-gurdy. That sounds cool. I don't know that one. I'm sorry, I don't listen to a lot of NF Doom stuff. Never got into it. Not that it's something I can't get into, but I just never sought it out, so. Alrighty, the music level is good. And the abbot said to me, Andreas, I don't want you distracting the sisters in the library. I need you to finish this commission by the end of April. Keep your conversations with Brother Piero to a minimum. Oh, I gotta hear about that. Brother Piero is such a source of wisdom and encouragement for you, though. Is this a game where you can hover over this? Oh, click on the underlined word to access the boss. Is that Brother Piero? Oh, you get back here, Brother Piero. Okay. We got, maybe I'll just play this with mouse and keyboard. We got, this looks like some sort of bagpipe that a donkey is playing. A really weird snake snail, maybe. A goose among some berries. And a rooster. That is one of his most famous tracks. It's such a shame. I don't think I've heard absolutely nothing of them left Doom, sadly. Brother Piero is such a source of wisdom and encouragement for you, though. Oh, so Beatrice and Socrates. Indeed, but the rule of the Christian contemplative life demands that the brothers not engage in idle chatter. The rule of Saint Benedict. Oh, the little dog went away, and now there's a knight that's like drawing stuff. It's a very Elden Ring snail for sure. The Rule of Saint Benedict of Nursia is a book of instructions for monks living together under the guidance of an abbot. Written in the 6th century, the rule provides the principles for living a monastic life. The brothers not engage in idle chatter. Jesus Christ, what a pack of dullards. Be happy you're only stuck there for a few more months, Andreas. And there's Prester John. This is all I think in a dream sequence, by the way. I should give it a try, Manny. Yeah. You think it still might be a little loud? You think? Quite probably have heard some in the background of Adrian's streams. I would, but I probably have heard some, just incidentally, but I may not know it. Is it still a little loud, folks? I can turn it down a bit. Is it like the swooshing of the... maybe we can look at the options. Okay, what's loud? Oh, if I'm not facing directly into the mic, it's louder than me. Okay, I'll turn down the music volume. Maybe that's better. You know, you're sensitive. I appreciate everybody, like, letting me know about everything. Birds are loud too. Let me get them birds out of here. Let's turn them birds down. I don't know if they're sounds or ambient sounds, so I'm going to turn them down. The birds are different loud. Okay. Let's see how this is. Is this better? Please relax. I'm like, why are there chirping birds in my dreams? You think I like the Metal Face Villain's music? It's very grandiloquent. Okay. It is better? Okay. How did you reply to the abbot, Andreas? I apologized and I said I'd avoid further conversations in the future. I replied that the rule was for him, not for me. I'm an artist, not a monk. That's the rule where, like, the monastic monks. Look at this. Look at that creature. I'm gonna tell that abbot that the rule is for him and not for me. And thank Christ for that. Ha ha. Saint Grobine. His calling is to God. Yours is to your labor and the illumination that it brings. It's the abbot's house, so everyone has to play by its rules, or rather, the rule. Despite the abbot's ire, you must endure. Soon you'll have finished both the abbot's work as well as your masterpiece. And then you'll return to Nuremberg, where marriage and your new life as a master await you. Nuremberg. The free imperial city of the Holy Roman Empire, major trade center, and city of arts, including printing. That crow is you when you're feeling mischievous, just like, ah! We got a nun who's doing the artwork now, and a chameleon, perhaps? Or is that an iguana? I never know. Yes, marriage to someone he has never met. Oh, marriage to someone he has never met. Hardly ideal. Well, the alternative is becoming a philosopher. Oh, Jesus. Then you should probably definitely get married. Is she pretty, at least? That's what my brother said in his letter, but maybe he's just trying to lift my spirits. The portrait they sent was lovely, but artists can be flatterers, or who knows, that's why I'm not doing it anyway. I think it was a salamander, interesting. A camellia iguana. You don't have any contemporary mass media experiences to dominate your dreamscape, so that's true. I can't dream of, like, Beyonce's concert or something. I'm gonna be dreaming of birds. The Beyoncés of the natural worlds. Hello, UPS Church. I'm having a lovely day. Thank you. I got so much done today. I am tired, but I feel very accomplished. Also, it looks like the ad break starts in about 30 seconds. Oh, do you think I should just be a sassy fellow? I'm going to say I'm not doing it. I'm not getting married to that person. Starting late, the wheel of time stops you no man, Andreas. I fear you might leave us. Ah, true, your majesty. Do you all ever have, like, this? This is like an extreme control of one's dreamscape. I'm never, like, cooking up a cool... Like, I'm never, like, hanging out with my besties. Is that something that folks who do, like... If you go to bed and you're really thinking about something, do you ever have a dream about it? Like, how do you do that? How do you have a dream like this where you're talking to Prester John and Beatrice and Columbo and Aristotle, whoever? You know? That's wild. I wish I had more dreams like that where I had control over it. My dreams are like, oh no, your dad turned into a water balloon and it's killing him, you know? Like, that's what my dreams are like lately. It's just like, here's some weird factor of my life, and let's make it the most horrific that we could possibly make it, you know? I wish it was that. I wish I was, like, talking to Socrates. Hopefully, but it's out of my control, Your Majesty. I don't know, Your Majesty. Well, I can't always dream of this place, Your Majesty. I say it's out of my control, Your Majesty. As so many things, trust in Providence. You don't dream about conversations with Prester John and Socrates? I bet you do, Nat. I bet you do. And Manny, you can't even remember the last dream you had. It's probably been literal years. Why do you think that is, Manny? Maybe your brain is like, we actually got all this sorted, so I don't need to go through this again. The sock crates, indeed. Also, looks like the ad break is running. Good time for a little hand stretch, everybody. Any dinner plans that y'all have? Making up the menu for the next week. I think we're doing steak for Mom on Sunday. And takeout Saturday. And I don't know, I think we might do the empanadas and fish sticks tomorrow. And the potatoes. Is that too much carbs, though? You remember the words of Socrates who said, I drank what? Yeah. Big fan of Hemlock, that guy. I think it's your brain's self-mechanism against wartime flashbacks. That is, thank goodness your brain is doing that, Manny. Thank goodness your brain is protecting you from that. Could be way worse. Oh, yeah? Well, I wonder. Maybe, Manny, you are also, like, in and out of sleep, too. But at least your brain is protecting you from, like, bad stuff while you're sleeping. I like that this guy has, like, a kingly figure, a woman on a Juliet balcony, a jester who just keeps, like, using the Lord's name in vain. I think that's hilarious. As, like, he's a script eliminator, that this guy's like, Jesus Christ! And then Socrates, you know. I feel like Socrates should be in everybody's dreams. Grobian, please see Andreas safely home. This is like a saint, too. Of course, Your Majesty. Till next time, Andreas. Till next time, Your Majesty. Cool. Saint Ellis, right? Pay no mind to the other fools, Andreas. This is the guy. This is the guy for me. Who's your... Okay. Tag yourself. Which fool are you? This is me every time y'all put me in that damn Pikachu onesie, though. That guy's just bashing this dude to death. This one's fun, though. He's kind of chickeny, I guess. Dancing. You know, entertainment used to be very different back in the day. The tongue out. This is you, Mash. That's you right there. This is fun. Pastel, I think this might be you over here with the flowers. Very artistic. You're the one getting punched. Oh, God. Like, no! Mandy, which one are you, do you think? I think you might be this guy. Pay no mind to the other fools, Andreas. I never do. How could you not? My ADD would get me. That guy is, like, going to town, though. Love that. Ow! At least I would if they would stop stepping on my feet. You're the guy in the pole. You're right over here, Saint Groban. Watch where you're going. They're fools, Andreas. No point in trying to teach him anything. I know old John wants you to endure the abbot's SH word, but since I take you home, I get the last word. Don't let him run you ragged, boy. The abbot can't push me around. He's just trying to keep order in the abbey. I'm an outsider. It'll be fine. I don't want to cause you trouble. Oh, the abbot can't push me around. That's what I like to hear. Damn it. I'm going to push this guy into the drink. Ah! Oh, look, we even splattered our ink text a little bit. Would you please stop? Oh, he did that on purpose. How am I getting beat up in my dreams? This is awful. I give up. Take me home, Grobane. As you wish, Andreas. Even in my... Ah, a child is poking my leg. I see. Good morning, Ursula. And time to get up. None of these fools convey the amount of Machiavellian energy you possess. Okay, what about that little baby over there? You love her? She's great. Poking him with a stick, I think, is so funny. The Baron, April 1518. The Picatrix, Key of Solomon, the Heptameron, Prior Ferenc. Keeps giving me these books right. Wait, the Key of Solomon? Isn't that one of those texts that, like, they do all that magic stuff about? They do, like, the magics. Like, whenever you see, like, a triangle and it's got circles in it and it's surrounded by a pentagram and stuff, isn't that what the Key of Solomon is? The baby still to you? I figured. But I don't know about the Heptameron. The Picatrix does sound familiar, though. What is all this? A few more pages. Prime, hour 6. Another day, another few pages for the abbot, and hopefully a few for myself. I need to get across town and head up to the abbey so I can work at the scriptorium. I should really clean this up. I don't know how to do that for you, pal. So you use a keyboard with this? Let's do it. What is the Lesser Key of Solomon? Tell me about that, Nanny. That sounds familiar. Alright, do you do this with this one? Or is it Wasada? Oh, yes it is. I just can't go further that way. Okay. Oh, no, don't do that. Don't go to sleep. Ah, time to wake up and do my work. Let's go to the Gertner house. Hello, Ursula. One. Nope. I guess it's either mouse or keyboard. Andre. Okay. Love our hair, by the way. Very gorgeous. Stunning. Hello there. Clara. We'll speak with you. Okay, and they used, like, the peasant's script, it seems like. So a book that has the 72 Goetia. How to summon them in ducal... Ah, it's like the devil stuff, right? Yeah. Interesting. How to summon them and hand over your soul to the devil in the process. That's interesting that book is what we're reading for the abbot. That's weird. Good morning, Andreas. Did you sleep well? Quite well, actually, thank you. Oh, I'm so glad to hear it. Anyway, I know you'll be off to the abbey, so I packed you some food. Yeah, there's, like, little inconsistencies in her script, but she's still, like, pretty well written. Almonds, cheese, and some of the rye you'd like from the Albans. Otto wanted me to... Otto, let's see. That's Otto, okay. So that's a good dog right there. That's an excellent frog. And that's some kind of weird hand monster. And that's kind of Natera up there chilling. Is it like Kabbalah stuff? You like all that occult stuff? Yeah, I don't know much about it. Never read those things myself. That frog looks extremely worried. I think because the dog's gonna eat it. There's also the major key of Solomon that does the same. Oh, maybe that's what our guy is copying as the major key. You think I really like this? I hope so. No, if it's cool so far. I love reading. I know it doesn't seem like I went through a very long period after Mass Effect where I was like, I'm done reading in video games. But like, I'm kind of back on reading. Kind of do love reading now. Otto wanted me to ask you to join him for dinner at the Abbey. Otto stopped by? Yes, around dawn. Does she get something from me? Okay. Oh, a little letter? How's the game volume now? Is it like too low? Here you are, Andreas. That's too kind of you, Clara. Many thanks. Master Andreas, if it wouldn't be too much trouble, could we... Would it be too much trouble if you paid next month's rent today? Oh. And if we, raised it by 2 groschen? It's a type of thick silver coin minted throughout the Holy Roman Empire. Groschen are typically worth 12 pfennigs, but maybe minted at different values. 3 cats that look very worried. They're very nervous. Oh no. Okay. The ink that was running out and redipped. Isn't that cool? Mistakes being corrected. Pretty cool, right? Lol, the log view. I know the log view. It's up here. There's 4 books of Solomon. It's basically a biblical magic tome of spells and incantations. Wow. What kind of stuff are you learning from that? You're getting some Shin Megami Tensei insight, you think? The volume seems good, although that person is cooking really hard. That is so wild. I can barely hear it myself, but... I hate to ask, but we're behind on our taxes to the Abbey. 2 months behind. What does that finger do? Picks noses, I bet, Xander. Peter's losing his hair over it. Even more than usual, I mean. Peter. Oh. They've been introducing a lot of folks. Of course, it's still problem at all. Besides, we wouldn't want Peter to lose any more of his precious hair. Well, I suppose it's not out of question. Oh. God bless you, Andreas. And may St. Luke watch over you every day. Every time they say God or Jesus Christ, it's always red. Notice that. St. Luke is the Christian evangelist and patron saint of the arts and physicians, often represented by a winged bull. Hopefully he visits me in my sleep. Speaking of St. Luke, how is your masterpiece coming along? It's been 2 months now, hasn't it? Slowly, I'm afraid. Most of my days are spent doing work for the Abbey. It's only during the divine office that Prior Ferenc allows me to work on my masterpiece. Yes, I would be if my finger was that long, I'd be the best pointer. Probably be very difficult to do gaming, but I could probably game from bed. Do some computer gaming for bed. St. Luke Skywalker, yeah. So that's Prior Ferenc. And the divine office is the prayer times observed by all Christian monastic orders. Monks and nuns pray together 7 times a day and once at night, as dictated by the rule of St. Benedict. Wait, what was that? Oh, it's a lion or something, okay. A reasonable restriction, but slow going. The city council doesn't require it to become a master. I'm making it mostly to show clients and for my own sake. That's fun. It's corrected. Cute. Using a phone would be a nightmare. A lot of scrolling. All the demons and angels in those tomes have been featured in Shin Megami Tensei at some point. For you have an intense fascination with the occult and esoteric texts. I'm glad you're having fun with it, Manny. And yes, when I do finish, I will go back to Nuremberg while I marry and open a workshop of my own. From Nuremberg to a university and now traveling the world as an artist. What a life you have ahead of you, Master Andreas. Yes, I do suppose it feels like I'm starting a new chapter in my life after some missteps. Oh, by the way, when he was like doing that bubble, I think you have to like pick an option really quickly. I'm not entirely sure, but it seems to be the case. You know, you have to keep on the other side of the room. I'd be like scrolling like this. Stella would bite it off in an instant if I had a finger that long. She'd be chawing on that thing. It feels like that last one where the bubble was coming up that he was going to say, like, whatever the option was closest. I feel like he was going to say something bad. I'll say I'm starting a new chapter in life after a few missteps. Yes, Nat, please tell me. Was that one of those things where it, like, pressures you to make, to say something real quick? It must be rather frightening starting all over again. I owe it to my family to make something of my life. I know. Oh, it is, but I know now that this is what I want to do. This will be remembered. Not many people get to decide that. Certainly not anyone in Tussing. Anyway, I don't know anything about art, but I've seen you sketching such beautiful things in your little book. Your masterpiece must be wonderful. Oh, the bubble's not time limited. What was that about then that it was like, woo, woo, woo? Oh, you can click on it. Interesting. It is. It's my finest work. Good. It makes me glad to see some confidence in the men around here sometimes. Now, I have to get back to my own work. Have a good day at the Abbey, Andreas, and we'll see you after Vespers for supper. I think that's your last prayers at night. Monastic hour at dusk. One of the major prayer hours is followed by supper. Oh, I could eat some more supper. I'm hungry. Again. Not tonight, but thank you. Klaus Drucker invited me over for supper. Ooh, Klaus Drucker. I'm gonna have supper with him? Okay. Could be dining with the ladies, so I guess I'm gonna hang out with Klaus Drucker. Of course, please say hello to the Druckers for us. Of course, until later, Clara. Can I talk to, Eva? Hello, Andreas. That's all, huh? How about Clara? Hello, Claire. Can you spare me a moment to chat? Of course, Andreas. How can I help? I was wondering if I could help with your tax troubles. You said you're behind on taxes. Exactly how much are you short? I would love to hear about that. Supper part 2. I'm ready for some supper. Oh, well, about 2 goldens worth. Gold coins used as currency throughout the Holy Roman Empire. Though different standards exist for the golden in different regions, it's generally equivalent to the Florentine florin. Girl, I don't know what that is. I've heard of it, but I don't know how much it would be. Is that about 1/3 of a meter, do you think? If you can't pay your rent early, that's all right. I'm sure we can find some way to pay the abbot. I'm happy to contribute whatever way I can. Man, maybe I will let the abbot push me around because I need to make money for this woman. If I was just living on my own and I had my own house, I'd be like, screw you, abbot. But, like, I need to make money so that I can pay these people. You have a good heart, Andreas, but I'm afraid I can't accept. Peter's too proud of a man to ask for charity while there's still ground to till. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have asked you about rent in the first place. You're young and have your own life ahead. I'm happy to pay early, Clara. You've been a good host to me, and I can do without more than your family. Oh, I can do without more than your family, yeah. If y'all give me those radishes, I'll be good. With carrots and the leek. The golden girls, that's what I'm about. God bless you, Andreas. Don't mention this to Peter, all right? He would hate to know I told you about our troubles. He won't know a thing. Okay, I won't tell Peter anything that I'm helping pay the rent. That will break his heart. Okay, don't tell Peter. What's up, Peter? Did you know I'm gonna help you? Okay. Andreas. Oh. Chickens! Look at the chickens! And the baby chicken! And the big chickens! Who is this? Oh, ill Peter. And this is Peter. So that's old Peter, huh? God bless you, Andreas. Oh, yes, Andreas. This weather's been blinking awful. This town's gone to dookie ever since my days. Were things very different when you were young? As different as beer and piss. Rent in the medieval ages was out of control, Snake. Peter, I'm fixing your money troubles that you can't fix as your own because you're not a man, I guess. Oops. Look at this boar over here. I love these pig drawings. These are so funny. The old abbot didn't bother us much about our customs. He didn't mind if we left a little offering to Perchetta to keep the skies clear, the weather fair. Perchta. The pagan goddess of the Alps, associated with animals and spinning wool. She's still invoked by some Christians in Austria, Switzerland, Bavaria, and Swabia. It's a very cool little buggy. Love this. What do you think is going on here? What could this be even? I like he's sneaking though. He's got a very thick calf. Text speeds can be changed in the options. Good to know. I like this speed right now. It's pretty good. Got a really cool guy as well. A really happy guy. Matthias knew that Christ was in our hearts, even if the White Lady's name was on our lips. Hmm. Church banned all observances of pagan gods, ill Peter. What sort of customs? I thought Saint Moritz protected tassing, and do you think the spirits have been fouling the weather since no one follows the customs anymore? Oh, tell me about the old customs. The kind that scare away witches and keep spirits from calling storm clouds over our farms. Saints weren't the first to watch over tussing. My father knew that. Old Rennig Kemper knew that. Rennig Kemper, the late husband of Attila. I don't know who Attila is, but maybe we'll find out. That bastard abbot may not like it, but some of us keep the traditions alive. Like the old widow Attila. Yes, yes, she always hangs the door frame with lavender to keep the spirits out. I see. It does smell like... I don't think I should doubt the spirits in front of this guy. You're pretty sure you fight one of those in Amarat. I think you're right about that. I should go. Alright, God bless you. Thanks, ill Peter. How ill do you think Peter is, and do you think I'll die from this? My way is blocked by sheep. That's very funny. Hoofing it. Who's this fella? I would love to talk to him. I guess I'm not going to, though. Oh, there you go. Big Jorg. Good morning, Andreas. Good morning, Big Jorg. How's it going today? Or is it Big George, do you think? Big George? You working today? Just taking a rest for a bit. Dad's still in the fields. He hit a big rock with a plow, and it took me God knows how long to Lord knows how long to pull it out. You off to the Abbey? Definitely has some sort of plague. Oh no! Every day by Sunday. Right, thank God for Sundays. There's like a big bug right over here. I feel like it's getting close to us and it might sting us. You better turn the other way, bug. I swear to God. Smells like the storms are coming, no? This is bee gonna kill Georg? Smells like fresh alpine air to me. You've been traveling too much. Where it was you spent your wander year before you came to Tossing. What's our wander year? Wandering years during which a journeyman artist or craftsman travels far and wide to improve their skills. Whoa, wait! That's a cat with a rocket on their back. Hell yeah. And look at that very long dog who's like, I don't want to be burnt by this rocket cat. That's pretty good. You'd say Ill Peter is pretty sick, especially gotta give props for dropping Bubonic Beats Volume 3, yeah. He's about to remix the plague for us, I think. Pick a background that'll affect your character's choices moving forward. Press and hold to confirm your choice. Have I been to Basel, the Low Countries, or Italy? So Basel. Andreas knows some Italian and French and can reference cultural touchstones from Basel, nearby Bern, Zurich, and Freiburg. The Low Countries. Andreas knows some Dutch and French and can reference cultural touchstones from Antwerp, Bruges, and Ghent. In Italy. Andreas knows Italian, a little Greek, and can reference cultural touchstones from Florence, Venice, and Milan. I feel like that kind of makes sense because we had like Socrates in our dream. But what do y'all think? I would love to know, where do you want to be from? Where do you want to have visited? Basel, the Low Countries, anybody from around these regions? Any fans of French? Or Italian? Or Greece? Any big Greece fans out there? Lurking and listening? I have no idea myself. To me, Italy makes some sense. But I'll go with whatever you all decide. Or I could just pick Italy for us. Your Low Country is like the Netherlands. Oh, okay. Any Netherlands fans? Any Basel fans? Italy makes the most sense considering the literature he possesses. Belgium. Okay, let's go with Italy then. Oh, I have to press and hold. Went to Italia. Italy. Florence for a while, but Venice and Milan as well. Okay, let's click on these. Fingers everywhere. Milan is one of the largest cities in Europe. Milan was once a major city-state in the Italian peninsula before becoming part of the Spanish Habsburg Empire. It is an economic and cultural power due to its position along central trade routes. There's also Florence, Home to the powerful Medici family who ruled the city for centuries, Florence is known for its artistic patronage, hosting artists and thinkers including Michelangelo, Leonardo da Vinci, Botticelli, and Machiavelli. And finally, Venice, one of the most powerful republics in the Italian peninsula. Sitting outside the northwest coast of the Adriatic Sea, Venice is a major center for commerce and art. Ooh, rich. There we go. There's a great book about this period by Umberto Eco called The Name of the Rose. It sounds so familiar. I feel like I read part of that MASH back in the day from my previous life. Italy, no wonder your senses are dull. You've been down there for too long. Look at his eyes. He's like, Italy? Spend enough time in these mountains and you'll be able to smell a storm coming. How long will that take? 10, 15 years? I don't think I have that long, Big George. I like Big George, though. What did you spend all that time in Italy doing anyway? Other than art, I mean. Okay. I did say that we had a few missteps, didn't we? Hedonist, Andreas seeks out pleasure wherever he goes. He's extremely social and quite experienced in all the enjoyable vices of the world. Or craftsman, Andreas lives to work and dedicates all his time to art. A bookworm, Andreas spends all his non-working free time finding and reading as many books as he can. Rapscallion, Andreas has a penchant for getting involved in petty schemes, pranks, minor crimes, and fist fights. Jeez. Or businessman, Andreas devotes much of his time to self-promotion, optimizing business expenses, making investments, and balancing his books. This sounds so boring, but I feel like that would help pay Clara, you know. I do want to help this family. I want to turn over a new leaf. But also, it might be funny to be a rapscallion. Also, me, bookworm, me, boring. But it did sound like from his dialogue that Andreas, when he's not working for the abbot, he's like doing his own art. Like he's always working, you know. So what do we do? But like in Italy? What do we do in Italy? Hello, Electro Jack. Good to see you. Looking comfy today. Rapscallion life? Okay. Maybe we got it. I did say that we had some missteps. Being a business person doesn't sound like a misstep. So let's say we were a rapscallion. Getting into trouble, I got involved in a scheme or two, a bit of mischief, more than a few brawls. Street fighting is sort of a pastime in the Italian peninsula. Just a little fun, really. Sounds like a strange way to pass the time, Andreas. Anyway, I have to get going. George, let's go! Dad's already acting like I'm taking too long, even though I did all the work to get that rock out. Sorry. See you later, Andreas. Until later. Good luck, Big George. Hey, Andreas, you say hello to the girls today? I did. Eva and Clara? No, I mean the chickens. Peter, James, and John. Good names for chickens, I guess. Big George is a great rap name. I love it. Scheming, brawling. Is this like medieval Ed and Eddie? Yeah, we're trying to get some, what do they have, like gobstoppers? Look at how big our eyes are. We're like, chickens? They like it when you stroke their back or give them a good scratch under the breast. You named your chickens after the apostles. Isn't that blasphemy? I guess when you put it plain like that. But I hear about the apostles every Sunday in Mass. They witness the greatest moments of glory and his darkest trials. Oh, Jesus' greatest moments of glory and his darkest trials. And I was thinking, that's how it is with the girls and me. They see everything I deal with around here. It makes perfect sense to me, Big George. You have much in common with Christ. Don't mention that to anybody else. Oh, interesting. I want to make sure George doesn't get in trouble. But I also don't want him to turn away from talking to us. I think it's very funny he named his chickens after the saints. That's hilarious. Oh, Jawbreakers. That's what they were. Jawbreakers. They were nuts about those things. I remember watching that show, Ryan, and then trying a Jawbreaker. And it was so big, it hurt my cheek. I think it, like, damaged the skin of my cheek. And I think I got, like, 12 cavities. Thank God it was my baby teeth. But it was a mess. Never have one of those ever again. Why would you need a big old thing that big? Can't even fit in your mouth. I was lied to. I do like saying that this. I don't know if this guy has a lot in common with Christ, but I think I'm gonna protect him. It's fine. I get it. I'll just call them the girls from now on. I don't recall your family eating eggs. What do you do with all of them? Oh, we sell them to the Bowers. Clara says we need the extra money for taxes. Oh, yes, that was that gal, Clara. Anyway, I should get back to it. Until later, Andreas. Until then. Okay. I want to pet the chickens. I want to pet the chickens so bad. I want to pet the chickens so bad. Let me pet the chickens, please. Peter and John and Paul and Jean-Baptiste or whatever. To the town commons we go. It might have been dentist propaganda. Good point, Buccinella. Also, looks like the ad break is starting soon. Let's talk to Endris. That's a fun name. Ah, Andreas, good timing. Do you have a moment to lend me a hand? Ooh. Should we help out? I wonder. Why not? Let's help out. Of course. Wonderful. I've got too many irons in the fire. Or rather, shoes. Horseshoes. Or horseshoes. Miscounted how many I put in. Now I need a hand, else they'll overheat and I won't be able to work with the metal. Oh my god, am I doing a little minigame? Here, take the shoe and the tongs. Put the hot part of the shoe on the anvil, and I'll hit it with the hammer. Huh? Oh. Okay. Okay. Good, good. Next one. This is really hard. How you doing, Buccinella? I hope life is treating you well. Well done, see? Short work. Thanks for the help, Andreas. I don't know what I was thinking doing all those at once. Like this guy's look. Sure would be nice to have someone help me out here every day. Have you considered an apprentice? Have you considered a child? Don't look at the opinion. Have you considered an apprentice? I have. None of the boys in the village seem interested. Keep at them. I bet you could get Bert Drucker. Look at this little guy. Look at this little guy. He's so cute. What a fun hat. Ah, Klaus would have my head if I tried. And Klaus is... All right, that guy. That's right. Klaus Drucker. I'm going to have dinner with them. You also had a jawbreaker as a kid known as gobstoppers there. Absolutely lethal. Now, did it really hurt your jaw? How do you eat those? Do you put it in your mouth and then just, like, wait until it dissolves? Because it was huge. So what I got was huge. I think I had to, like, break it into pieces before I could consume it. In Ed and Eddie, they would just put the jawbreaker the whole thing. Hold on. Me allow lick them. Automod did not like that. You lick them until they get smaller. Okay. Yeah, Automod was like, this is sexual terms. Licking is purely sexual, clearly. You lick them until they get smaller. Interesting. See, I think lollipops are the right size. I feel like a jawbreaker is just a little too big, you know? I'm not really sure their function. I wonder if they even make them these days. UBTV emote, a Borpo lick? I don't know what that would be. I think the Licka works pretty well for that. Alrighty. Klaus would have my head if I tried. Anyway, I don't want to take up any more of your time. I'll see you and Otto by the Abbey guest house for dinner. Oh yeah, we were having dinner with Otto is also Otto and like the Drucker guy were just like having dinner with all the men. Interesting. Until then. How's this going? Enter Schmidt Smithy. It's so much smaller than the one he uses at the Abbey. Okay, so he works at the Abbey as well. And since he works at the Abbey, maybe he can back me up when I be late. Oh no, Lecture Track. I'm sorry. Do you want to, let me get a little permit. There you go. You gotta ask. It's just to keep, like, the bots from doing stuff, you know. Is that a boy dinner? Is Jawbreakers? Can you go this way? Okay, what's going on over here? There's a bunch of stinky sheep here. Oh, I can get through here. Okay. You're a good lecture, Jack. Let's see. I think I'm gonna pass. That is absurd. What is going on with that creature? It is very deformed. I think I like the Licca. It's a little cuter. Oh, they're having a boy dinner in the game. I thought you meant that Jawbreakers are boy dinner. Martin, please, could you give me a hand here? What do you want? I'm keeping an eye on him. What are those little shepherd's canes for, anyway? That looks a lot like standing there and doing nothing. Martin, for Christ's sake, help out your cousin. Morning, Andreas. Excuse us, one of the fence rails fell, and the sheep started hopping it. Should I offer to help? Oh! You get to hear from your little inner voices. Cute. I thought they were just walking sticks. Interesting. You can grab a sheep by the neck to wrangle them in. It seems a little thin for that, but maybe you can grab them by the wool. Perhaps helping others also helps us. It allows us to feel useful and take satisfaction at work. That's like my day-to-day life. And that idiot Martin should be helping them. Yell at him and give him a good scare. Hehehe. Interesting. I feel like helping out is nice. Oh, maybe grab by the horns. That's a good point. Maybe by the foot. Yeah. We have to talk to a real shepherd. Martin should be helping the girls. Should I yell at Martin? I don't know why he's not helping the girls. He's like just standing there. But maybe he's incapable. But maybe I'm incapable. I'm gonna roll the dice for this one. Where's my gay dice? Oh, here. You know the drill. It was to push on the side of their body to guide them. Interesting. Okay, so it's not to grab them in any way. So it's a 5. That idiot Martin should be helping them. Yell at them and give them a good scare. Wait, that's presumptuous. I'm not even close to their family. Martin, idiot, you going to help them? I'm not close to their family. This might be... They might all be offended by that. But also we're a rapscallion who did a lot of fighting. Maybe I'll just fight the sheep. It's so hard for me to be a mean person in video games. Have you ever handled sheep before? I should have yelled at Martin. Good point. Oh, look, there's something going on up at the Steinauer's place. I should yell at Martin, but I don't know them that well. Who's that on the horse? Looks rich. I don't know, Martin, but Lucky is giving him an earful. Christ, I haven't seen Lucky that worked up since Peter and Clara's wedding when Johann pulled his pants down. Okay, let's see about Peter. So that's Peter, and that's Clara, okay, and Johann pulled Lucky's pants down. Look at these kitty cats. Aw, one's a fluffy kitty and one's a skinny kitty. Aww. Thank you for looking up what the shepherd's crooks do, by the way, Jess. I appreciate it, but it lends some verisimilitude to the game. Knock 2 of my man's teeth out. You don't want to feel the strength behind a stonemason's anger. I should not fight the stonemason. You think he's a noble? He looks really rich. God dang it, Martin. Stay out of trouble for once. What, Aunt Hetty? Behave yourself. Don't we have enough to deal with right now? Andreas, if you wouldn't mind moving your skinny little body up the road, we need to get these sheep under control. Kind of rude. I should have cussed out the kid. Of course, see you later. Help your aunt and cousin, alright? Eat Dookie, Andreas. Okay. Is there no way I can get over there? Yeah, I don't think so. Is he like blowing his nose? Ew, gross. I couldn't talk to the ladies, right? No, okay, they're working. I should poke that kid with my big finger. Give that kid a good poke. Alright. Hello there. Are you the Drucker guy? Oop, I just entered your house. Ah, is this type font? Ah, so his stuff is typed. Morning, Andreas. How's it going? Morning, Klaus. Another day at the Abbey. Another few hours to work on my masterpiece. Good to hear. You're still coming by for supper tonight. Marie and Bert would love to see you. There's Bert, who we suggested could work on with the blacksmith. They'll probably burn their little fingers off. And there's Marie. She's kind of pretty. I would love to come for supper tonight. Really need to see these new woodcuts I have for the Italian edition of Till Eulenspiegel. Till Eulenspiegel. Oh, I'm sorry, not Eulenspiegel. It's not Eulenspiegel, whatever that is. The titular character of a popular 15th century book, Till is a prankster continually exposing the vices and hypocrisy of others. He's also quite skilled at tricking people into smelling, touching, or eating his excrement. Ew. Gross. Quite skilled at making people eat his doo-doo? Gross. I didn't realize Father Thomas let you print books in Italian. Come on, Andreas. He's not that strict. I know he's just trying to protect the people from your sloppy typesetting. I would never say such a thing. Heresy. Sure, why not? Some things people are publishing these days would make a bishop's head spin. Or an abbot's. Heh, doesn't take that much with that one. I know, but at least I don't have to deal with him much. So, supper tonight after Vespers. Of course! I wouldn't miss it for the world. Are you kidding? This man is gonna eat. Unless we can work a little later and get Clara that money. I don't know. Sloppy consoles, yeah. Great, I'll tell Marie and Bert's are coming. See you later. I wanted to talk to the chickens. I can't go into the Drucker house, but I can maybe give them one last little chat. Okay. Hello there. God bless Master Miller. I hope your week is going well. Thank you, Father. It's going quite well. I'm on my way up the hill to get to work. Yes, I am indeed doing that. Good, good. Andreas, I don't recall seeing you at the Sunday morning Mass. You understand how important it is for your salvation that you receive Holy Communion, don't you? Let's see what the thoughts are. I just stayed up too late on Saturday. Don't want to get into an argument with him about this. Would you go to church on Sunday? Would going to church on Sunday be such a burden? If not for his sake, consider it for your own. A man has many, many duties. Father Thomas would appreciate how hard you... Oh, should appreciate how hard you work at the Abbey. This butthole can't make you go to Mass. The hell of him. This guy is always so raucous. I think he'll appreciate how hard it works. Almost everyone in this town works hard, though. True. Am I gonna make it this Sunday? I guess so. You don't have to make a promise to me, but your salvation is contingent upon the... Oh my, what a blessed day to receive such an illustrious visitor. Master Mailer, this is Lorenz. Oh, not Lorenz from Fire Emblem Three Houses. Baron of Rothville, a great land from the countryside near Worms. Worms! Worms? You always want to... If you all want, we can just pick Sassy once from here on out. I will not sass a woman, though, but I'll sass everybody else. Let's get into it. We'll be sassy. Saint Grobain, or Saint Grobanus, is a fictional patron saint of vulgar and coarse people. His name is derived from the Middle High German grob or grop, meaning coarse or vulgar. The Old High German cognate is garub or garop. The word Grobian has thus passed into English language as an obscure word for any crude, sloppy, or buffoonish person. Oh, and he is pictured in that boat that he sails his home in. Okay. The satirist Sebastian Brandt conceived St. Groban as patron saint of coarse manners in his famous poem, Das Narrenschiff. Okay. Fascinating. Is everyone pushing for sassy? No one has told me what to do so far, but I think if it is entertaining to you, I will do it. It's hard for me to be sassy as a person Because, like, I'm such a doormat, but, like, I don't mind doing it for a video game. I'll try. We'll be a sassy boy. This guy's from Worms.
Good to see you, Father Thomas. It is nice to be remembered fondly. I only wish all of your neighbors here were as welcoming. Well, yes. What brings you back to our little town? My wife and I were returning from a trip to Venice. We spent a few days in Innsbruck, and it was terribly dull.
Innsbruck is the capital of the Austrian county of Tyrol, and a major stop in the Imperial Road connecting Italy and Bavaria. It is the closest major city to Kirsau Abbey and Tassing. Notably, it was the site of the witch trials in 1485. And Venice, we know about Venice. Venice, or whatever. Hey, your sewing machine is lighting up when you plug it in. The horses are very good. These are well-drawn horses, I have to say. Very muscular. Very robust. That's excellent, Pastel. Maybe you'll be able to sew a little something, but don't push yourself too hard, okay?
I mean, it has a certain charm common to these alpine cities, where the place was crawling with nobles for the emperor's diet.
The Diet, the Imperial Diet, is an assembly of the 3 colleges of the imperial estates of the Holy Roman Empire, the prince-electors, the princes and dukes, and representatives of the imperial cities. They meet to deliberate on matters of importance to the empire. Also, this guy's burping up a penguin. As you do. Hold on, I have to also make sure I'm keeping an eye on when the ad break is going to play. There we go, now I can see it. Great.
The emperor, was he there? Did you see him? Oh, briefly, but he was sitting for a portrait at the time. Quite lovely. I didn't want to bother him with a painter.
How is Venice, my lord? I lived there only a few years ago.
Oh, fascinating. Well, the city's Jewish folks now live in their own quarter. That was a little hard to read with the curly W. Their own quarter in the north. The city's artists are still producing wonderful works. Titian in particular is a god. No offense, father.
He just took God's name in vain. Of course, this is fine.
Anyway, my wife wanted to stay a bit longer in Innsbruck, and I decided right ahead to make a visit to Kirsau. I heard Father Matthias died shortly after my last visit, of course.
Oh, Father Matthias. The abbot of Kirsau before Father Gernot, widely respected by the monks and nuns as well as the people of Tassing, known for his kindness and his love of books. But he's no longer the father, huh?
A great loss for the abbey and for us all. Indeed, by good fortune, I recently came across a copy of the Historia Tassing.
Hey, I got it right.
That he was reading during my last visit.
This is an account of the early history of Tassing. Kirsau's previous abbot, Father Matthias, had a copy. Baron Rothwell brought another to the abbey as a gift. Isn't that nice?
Father Matthias was hoping to find a second copy to corroborate the contents of the first. It contains some fascinating details about the history of this place. I'm afraid, then, they might even cause a bit of a scandal.
Ah, yes.
But I must be off. There will be time enough to discuss Tassing's past later. I commissioned a manuscript from the abbey through Father Gernot, and I have come to check in on its progress.
That's our, I think that might be our boss, I'm not sure. It's a good little hey.
Oh, my lord, if you have come to see your manuscript, you should speak with young Master Mailer here.
It is an honor to meet you, my lord. Oh, I'm not quite a true master yet. I have yet to marry and be approved by city council.
Andres is a journeyman artist from Nuremberg. The next few months, he's also helping in the abbey's scriptorium.
The room for writing, illustrating, and illuminating manuscripts, though typically associated with monasteries, they have disappeared from almost all abbeys by the 16th century. Who would have thought?
A Nuremberger artist working for an abbey scriptorium in 1518. Oh, we should talk, Andreas. I must know the story.
Surely my lord would find little entertainment or companionship in me.
I have yet to judge the quality of your entertainment, though it sounds like we're off to a bad start. Thank you for the introduction, Father Thomas. Come to supper at the abbey tonight. I'm inviting you to the abbot's table.
I think I'm gonna have dinner with the Druckers, though.
Did the abbot invite me? Oh, don't worry about it, Father. Just show up after Vespers. What is he going to do, refuse us? Excellent. We'll see you then. Nikolaus, I'm dismounting. Run ahead and take the horses to the abbot guest house. I'd like to take my time talking with Master Mailer. I'll meet you there.
Oh no, I'm late for work.
At once, my lord.
That guy had a fun hat on, the red hat. Are we walking together? He's walking with it? It's a big-eared rabbit.
So then a journeyman from Nuremberg. Forgive me for saying so, but you seem a little old to not yet be a master. You said you were unmarried? No, I'm not married, but in truth I came to my vocation later than my father and brothers. I was in university for a number of years at Erfurt. Erfurt is one of the most populous cities in the empire and is located near its heart. It has been home to a respected university since 1379. It is a center for humanist thought. This is a lot more reading than I thought, also. I should have known that this thing about manuscripts would involve a lot of reading. I may not be able to do this for the whole night because it will kill my throat. So I'm going to start drinking water now. A guy with a fun hat? He must be a fun guy. I hope he shows up to the mushroom function, right, Mash? Erfurt, wonderful. The same university as Martin Luther. Have you read his works? Tremendous mind. Of course, Martin Luther, priest and professor of theology at the University of Wittenberg. Controversial for the same university as Martin Luther? Well, that says Wittenberg. I went to Erfurt. Maybe Wittenberg is in Erfurt. Controversial for his opinions on the church's sale of indulgences to forgive sin, which were recently published and distributed throughout the empire. Love seeing that fun guy dancing at the function. He says things about the church that should have been said years ago. Might get him in trouble, but he's a brave, brilliant man. Wait, you may have even met him. Did you? You must tell me. Ah, no. He was a few years ahead of me. I guess his ideas seem fascinating? I agree wholeheartedly. I simply must meet him if I get the chance. I wonder if the good brothers of the Abbey have heard of him. Perhaps they have even read his list of 95 theses against the church. A list of propositions against the church's practices of selling indulgences for the remission of sin. It was written in 1517 by Martin Luther. Father Matthias was not above having a lively debate. I hope Father Gernot does not disappoint in that regard. But enough about Luther for now. Tell me about your university studies. Did you attend university? You seem very well educated. Ha! No, my family is merely wealthy enough to have provided me with all of the books and tutors a child could dream of. I love all knowledge, from Aristotle and Cicero to Ficino and Erasmus, and everyone in between and yet to come. Ficino, Marsilio Ficino, was a 15th century Italian priest and humanist who was one of the leading figures of the Italian Renaissance. He's known for his translations of the works of Plato into Latin. Cicero is a statesman, scholar, lawyer, and renowned orator of the late Roman Republic. He's revered both for his contributions to Latin literature and his skill at rhetoric. Aristotle, you probably know about. Erasmus of Rotterdam, a Dutch priest and philosopher who is preeminent among northern humanists. He's known for his works in Latin and Greek, as well as his calls for reform within the church. I may have misjudged the Baron. It seems he is as well read as any university student. In truth, I'm simply happy to speak with another well-educated man. Now then, did you earn your doctorate? Oh. Interesting. Why did his font change? Did my estimation of him change? No, I didn't. Only a master's degree. I started working towards a doctorate, but I didn't finish. Oh, that's a shame. Well, what was your area of study? Maybe as an inner monologue. Why, they were showing in the beginning that there's like certain calligraphy styles for people based on like where they fall. So maybe he switched from being just a noble to being like an intellectual. Because our stuff is written in this text, so maybe we consider him on, like, equal footing as us? This might have got us, like, closer to him.
Yeah, his perception or assumptions of the man changed. Because the guy who is the typist of the town, his stuff showed up in type. So
That's a shame. Well, what was your area of study?
theology, we have a strong understanding of Catholic theology, biblical knowledge, canon law, heresies, and similar subjects. Imperial law, Andreas knows the basics of fractured systems of laws that govern the various states of the Holy Roman Empire, or medicine. I think it'd be good to know about medicine. All things medical, studying the latest and greatest texts coming out of Italy. Isn't that interesting, Mash? Our estimation of him changed, and so the way that he is represented in text for us changed.
Yes, the Italians continue to innovate in that area. Extraordinary, really. Fascinating work. Who knows what secrets we may learn about the human body in the decades to come.
Love her.
You, if I had any faith, I would have prayed you'd never show your face around here again, says Attilia. Curse you, Lorenz Rothgau. Perchata's dogs tearing you to pieces would be too kind a fate.
What did that guy do?
These rustic communities display a shocking lack of hospitality, don't you think? Good afternoon, Emma.
What was that about? I'll ask.
Who knows? By the time I finish guessing, that old crone will probably be dead. Well, what of your early time in university? Every student must study the trivium and the quadrivium, yes?
Trivium and quadrivium represent the lower and upper parts of classic liberal arts education. Grammar, logic, and rhetoric from the trivium. Arithmetic, geometry, music, and astronomy from the form the quadrivium. Dozer wants you all to know that you are a horrible cat mom, and he is starving, even though he ate only an hour ago. He needs to be as round as this cat right now. Make the cat rounder, Emma. And maybe give him a little dog to balance upon him. Jamie's a good band. Never heard of him.
Did you have a favorite subject?
Is that a Latinist? I have a strong command of Latin grammar vocabulary. He can also easily recall sententia antiquae, quoted words of wisdom from the Roman Republic and Empire. Logician, Andreas instinctively thinks through the implications of information as he receives it, is adept at spatial analysis, and can easily perform complicated calculations in his head. An orator, Andreas excelled at rhetoric in university. He is a skilled teacher, persuader, and public speaker. Occultist. Ooh, that's for Manny. Andreas is knows a soul-endangering amount of theoretical and practical knowledge on alchemy, astrology, theurgy, necromancy, and various magical rites and ceremonies. Or look at this little bumblebee in a rainbow. Oh my god, cute. Andreas knows a great deal about the constellations' heavenly bodies and their movement. He's also familiar with various plants and animals from study and personal experience. I kind of got to go with this gay bee. I love this gay bee. I feel like Order would really help us talking to people, but I like the gay bee. I'm going to go with the gay bee. I love studying the natural world, my lord. Both the heavens above and the wild spaces around us. Formerly, I studied as much astronomy as I could.
It's incredible how much we learn from both the Arabs and the Greeks.
True, but even now we continue to discover more about what we see within the celestial sphere. Hold on. Let me allow... You're gay. Oh, thank you, Nat, for that. The gay bee was behind my gay head. No, you didn't see the cool gay bee. It was a little rainbow and a bee. It was so cute. I'm sorry you missed it. What began as paganism to explain our place in the world might help us understand our place in the heavens. And this may seem foolish, but I spent a lot of time in the wilderness learning about plants and animals.
Really? Did the Library of the Erfurt not have enough herbals to satisfy your curiosity?
I don't mean to malign our most august Greek and Roman authors, but De Materia Medica was written before the coming of Christ. A pharmacopoeia, or book for creating compound medicines, written by Pedonius Dioscorides, a Greek physician and botanist who was employed in the Roman army. 5-volume text has been a primary source of botanical information for centuries. You were wondering, but you figured you missed it. What did you Oh, the gay bee. I'm sorry, y'all didn't get to see the cool gay bee. Oh, were you asking what the game is? Gotcha. Oh, yeah, Majora 64 NES. This is Pentiment. Tina's gay. If this is true, explain why you never see me in a U-Haul. I think I've been in a U-Haul once. if I think when we moved to like my childhood home or something. Hello, Morphine, it's good to see you. How's life treating me at this day of our Lord? Treating thee? Oh, look, an iris, by the way. That's great. I love these. We're growing some irises. Life is treating me well. I had a very productive day. Made a bunch of great phone calls. I sowed some grass seed, and I made dinner. I'm still very hungry, though. I might take a little break to make myself some ginger tea if the reading is going to be this much. How are you doing today, Morphinies? We're playing Pentiment, which is a book about a manuscript author in 1518, in ye olden days. Surely there's more we can learn about plants, insects, and animals by observing them in nature. And beyond that, I simply have a love for wild places. While I do not share your academic interest in nature, I must admit I sometimes enjoy the solitude of a walk in the woods. Except for my meds, which I have to get up and get. Hold on. Perfect timing. The ad break is about to run, so don't worry, you're just missing me getting up and getting my meds. And I will also have the camera stop tracking me. So it doesn't track me get up and get my meds. Yeah, it was full and gracious in events. How about you? So you're doing quite well. Anything you're looking forward to coming up, Morphinius? Get up and get my meds. I'm achy. Are there important things in the game usually where my cam is? Doesn't seem like it. Well, I mean, I guess I am covering dialogue. I can hop over here for a sec. Why not? If that helps. Does that help? I hope so. Is it also weird that the... It's fine with the little drop shadows over there. I guess that's not too bad. Might be weird. The light is coming from you all over here. Yep, I'm wearing my dress. One of my favorite dresses. Mostly because I just didn't want to wear pants today. Alright, that's my meds, and now the turmeric. This is me, Tina, yeah. Let's see, plans of the weekend. You have D&D tomorrow night, which is fun. You have a date on Saturday? That is amazing. I hope you're really looking forward to that. Are you all going to go to a cafe or something? This is a good tea. This is a rare Tina variant. Honestly. Where you get to see springtime Tina. Usually I'm just kind of slap and go Tina. Oh, also, I'm also very low. Come on now. Tiny, get with it. Thank you, buddy. It's very hard to see me, Tiny, if you don't mind focusing. And your other studies, was there anything else you excelled at? Oh, we get to pick two? Heck yeah, okay. Then I think I'll be an orator. I was a skilled teacher, persuader, and public speaker. You had a persuasion, naturally. Rhetoric. Oh, I assume you studied both the Greeks and the Romans. Yes, Aristotle and Cicero, of course. But also Christian thinkers like Augustine and Thomas Aquinas, which I had to read a whole bunch of. So, who I think later is sainted. Saint Thomas Aquinas. Hasn't Aquinas been sainted or something? An immensely influential philosopher, theologian, and jurist in the tradition of scholasticism. And Augustine is Saint Augustine of Hippo, an early Christian philosopher, theologian, and bishop of Hippo Regius. That is a cat licking its butt up there. That's wild. Okay. Yeah, we're getting some edutainment. Augustine is recognized as a doctor of the church and is most known for his works, The City of God, and his autobiographic Confessions, as well as his development on the doctrine of original sin. Everyone is made to read Augustine and Aquinas. Yeah. Don't you love these long fingers? They're so funny, Morph. And let's see. You don't know where you're gonna go. You don't want to jinx it. Maybe just hang out. Go for a walk in a park that you both enjoy. That sounds delightful. Make sure to bring a little snack, though, in case you two get hungry. You know, sometimes walking can make you hungry. So, like, bring a little snack bar or something. You got halfway through Confessions and you got bored of the theology. It can be a little heavy. I'm sure all I read was excerpts, Smash. Hello, Pine. Good to see you. Oh, darn it. Get me out of that marginalia.
True, we have less use for the public discourse than the senators did in the Roman Republic.
Exactly, the doctors of the church weren't trying to persuade politicians, but to move the mind towards Christian truth. What is up, my fellow Greek and Roman philosophers and rhetorists enjoyers? I am personally very partial to Caesar's absolute mastery of life, improvised rhetoric. Mastery of live improvised rhetoric? I'm not very familiar. How about that? That's cool, though, Tyrannus. And Heather, great to see you as well. I hope you two are having a fantastic day, that you've come on by. And yes, who is your favorite philosopher and rhetorician? Still, the principles remain the same. Invent your arguments, then arrange style, and internalize them before delivering them to your audience.
Splendid, though I do suppose an artist has little use for rhetoric, especially in a place such as this.
Not true. Rhetoric is also an act. It's also an art. An art. And like other forms of art, it should be created for the audience and its purpose. You like Sartre, do you? You're no Greek or Roman. You're a continental European. The only place I'm Roman is downstairs to get a snack in about 25 minutes because I'm hungry. You're partial to Spinoza. Gotcha. I'm a little more modern. Slavoj Žižek, the cocaine sniffs are charming, and also one time he said a funny thing about eating trash. What did he say about eating trash? Is it Slavoj? It probably is. I never learned to pronounce people's names. You enjoy studying about existentialism, and you also really enjoy how the word rolls on the tongue. Existentialism. It is fun. It's very punctuated. It can be practiced as easily in the streets of a rural town as it can be in the Curia of Rome. Rome, though outshone by its northern neighbor Florence, Rome is still the seat of power for the Catholic Church and an impressive center for the arts. Do constructed, insanely competent arguments live during Senate sessions. Oh, Caesar, huh? And you're also an Albert Camus fan, I see. He was your favorite philosopher when you had to take that for you. Oh, yeah, Spinoza. I can't say that I remember. I remember all the names, but I wouldn't be able to tell you what their doctrines were anymore. It's been so long. Zizek is pretty funny, but his act is old, and he's kind of a dick now. Uh-oh. Are we going to have a philosopher fight now? Spinoza has held up well in the modern era. Okay, so I probably should give it a little look then. I think I have, like, some modern philosophy book with a bunch of stuff from it. Sophie's World is... I have never heard of that. What is that, to be fair? Normash is correct? Oh, okay. How fascinating. Sartre having to write a whole conference in order to explain a previous conference is hilarious. You enjoy reading L'Étranger, but you don't know much else about him. Look at all y'all knowing all this. The well-readest chat on Twitch. As a counterpart, he often wears a shirt that says, I would prefer not to. I think that's an excellent shirt.
Ah, there's the Abbey. I have good memories of this place and of Father Matthias. I was sad to hear of his passing.
Oh, look at his little pouty face. How did you come to know him? How did you come to know of Curacao at all?
My family had been patrons of Curacao for, I don't know how many generations. Some years ago, I heard that Curacao still had a wonderful library and artisans. Professional artists have taken over most of the manuscript production, so I was shocked to find an active scriptorium here. Well, there's not much left of it these days. 2 old men, a young scribe, and me. This is as good a place as any to create art. The artists that remain here are quite talented. It's a bit old-fashioned. I'm going to say they're a little old-fashioned. Well, Curacao is more than a bit old-fashioned. Some of my friends think I'm mad for commissioning a manuscript from an abbey in this day and age.
Did he actually make a typo? I think that's the first typo I've seen him make. Interesting. You want that shirt too, but everybody would know where it's from. Everyone would know where it's from. You think everybody you meet at the street at the Walmart would know? Maybe.
But, well, my family have been patrons of Curacao for generations. It seems wrong to not stop by where there's still talent here. I commissioned a manuscript through Father Gourneau a year ago. I thought I'd stop by and check out on the progress.
Sophie's World is a novel where a young girl is introduced to philosophers and philosophy. That's interesting. It's charming and insightful if you're interested, but you find philosophy boring. Yeah, it can be a little difficult to access. The people that you talk to frequently, right? He wrote, existentialism is a form of humanism as a complement to being and nothingness because people kept misunderstanding it. Oh, that sounds really familiar.
Wait, are you the artist working on it? It is a prayer book with 20 illustrations. I know the work, but no. I do know the artist well. The venerable Brother Piero.
Love him. Love this guy. Unless he's a jerk, and then I hope he goes to hell. But I love anybody who's messes like this. I feel that in my soul.
How venerable.
He still has his wits and his skills, if that's what concerns you.
Brother Piero has an incredible talent with color. Then I very much look forward to seeing it.
Oh, recently Zizek has gone a bit in the direction of defending European enlightenment from the invading hordes of migrants. Okay, so we don't listen to him anymore. Yeah, that is a shame. He's become like some form of, I guess it wouldn't be national, just sort of xenophobic, I guess. Oh, I look forward to seeing it. This guy does look a little smarmy, though. It's a long walk. I guess, I mean, what are you going to do? They haven't invented a bicycle yet.
Mikolaus, tend to the horses and the baggage. I'm heading up to the abbey.
Yes, my lord. Okay. If you would be generous to him, you would call it intellectual snobbery. Okay.
Well, let's not keep the abbot waiting any longer.
Love these gals.
Nuns. Quite unusual for a Benedictine house to have monks and nuns, even if they are separated.
Founded in the 6th century, the Benedictines are a Christian monastic order that observes vows of obedience, poverty, chastity, and stability under the rule of Saint Benedict of Nursia. Ah, a chauvinist angle. Oh no.
The church closed both of them centuries ago, but then Curacao was a place out of time in more ways than one.
Do you know Mother Cecilia? She seemed to recognize you.
We are acquainted, yes. Let's leave it at that.
He's a tall man. Oh wait, he's about the same height as everybody else. Never mind.
Ah, you must be Father Gounod. I am Lorenz, Baron of... Yes, the Baron of Rothvogel. So wonderful to have you here again. We actually did meet on your last visit. Ah, if you say so, I am not so good at remembering faces. Please forgive me, my lord, but I wasn't expecting you for another few days.
And the old sense of chauvinist? I don't remember the old sense of chauvinist. I'm more familiar with chauvinist as often followed by the word pig.
Ah, yes, I know, but I rode ahead. I couldn't wait to see the manuscript. I'm sure it's no trouble. Yes. I mean, no, it's no trouble. Did you want to see it now? Oh, in a moment. I could do with a bit of refreshment, though. May I grab something from the kitchen?
Chauvinism is the unreasonable belief in the superiority or dominance of one's own group, who are seen as strong and virtuous, while others are considered weak, unworthy, or for Oh, interesting. One of your favorite things was his criticizing xenophobia. It seems like maybe he fell into that mash. What a strange path to take. And Trinus, you had said, Camus' take on nihilism in the myth of Sisyphus has been hugely impactful how you see life and deal with depression, even if you stopped agreeing with him for a bit. That's fascinating, Sharanus. You like Camus' takes. You don't necessarily agree with every point, but you find yourself agreeing, at least on the sentiment of it, yeah? Or should we say the pentiment? Here's a good description. Sophie's world is a magical mix of philosophy, mystery, and fantasy, which promises to delight your inner child. It's been published in 65 languages, with 50 million copies sold worldwide. Who would have thought? How about that, to be fair? Maybe I'll give it a browse someday. And Young, I remember you discussing Young as well, Snake.
Yes, certainly, my lord. I will meet you in there.
Is he gonna be mad at me because I was late?
Andres, I don't know what you were doing with the Baron, but I need you in the scriptorium now.
Of course, Father. I am eager to get to work. Is this a bad time to ask for an advance on my payment for the Book of Hours? Tell me about the Book of Hours. Type of illuminated manuscript that contained abbreviated form of the prayers for the divine office in addition to other religious texts. Most are relatively plain, but wealthy patrons often commission lavish examples with elaborate illustrations. Should we ask for our advance? You wish xenophobia was the fear of Xena the Princess Warrior. I think that is a very like pertinent fear. You should be afraid of her. You know. She goes like, ah, yeah, 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 and you feel the sudden need to hide and cower. You're like, no, please don't crush me, big woman. You and your friend, definitely just roommates or something. Those two gals. Nothing going on there. Probably. Xena used to be your favorite show, yeah. I thought that show was really cool. I remember watching that with my folks back in the day. I think we also watched the Hercules show, but I can't remember. Yeah, definitely platonic ladies. Definitely. I'm gonna be a bit of a jerk and ask for my payment in advance. Oh, I keep clicking on the definition part of things. ... Ugh. I should ask again when he's in a better mood. Maybe I could convince Brother Matthew to pay me early. If all else fails, I could liberate some money from the sacristy. Find a way to get paid. Let's check out the shrine, shall we? Ooh. Oh my god, these ladies look so cool. Hello, Margaret. God bless you, Brother Piero. She has kind of whitish eyes, so she might have cataracts. No, wait, it's Master Mailer. I thought you couldn't see, Sister Margaret. During the day, I can see some colors. How did you know it was me? You and Brother Piero both smell of the pigments you use. But you are taller, and you have another smell to you, like fish or burned almonds. Oh, well, the almonds make sense. We are carrying almonds with us. You love watching Xena, but it was only on during school hours, so you only got to watch it when you were sick. Oh my gosh, it sounds actually really familiar, Heather. But you're right. It probably only ran during school hours. I never got to watch anything fun when I was sick. It was usually just like the Wheel of Fortune that was on. I think my folks would like tape Xena, and we'd watch it on VHS. You've never seen Xena, but you liked Lucy Lawless in Galactica. Gotcha. I see. I never saw Battlestar Galactica or Battlecar Galactica. Oh, that's old linseed oil, popular among the Italians, but Brother Piero doesn't use it. I'm also much more handsome. Well, I wouldn't know. God has saved me from the temptations of beautiful men. You'll just have to trust me then. Not a chance. Have a good day, Sister Margaret. God bless you, Master Miller. Flirting with the nuns. Love flirting with the nuns. What's going on over here? Brother Matthew maintains his shrine along with some of the sisters. Oh, sneak into the sacristy. Wait, hold on. Who paint badges for pilgrims. Interesting. Alright, what about Elizabeth? God bless you, Master Miller. What about Gertrude? What's up, Gertie? 3 streams in a row. No one can stop you, Tyrannus. You are unstoppable. Look at that. 3 streams. It's a hot streak right there. God bless you, Master Miller. How goes your work in the scriptorium? Very well, thank you. Oh, then I guess you wouldn't be interested in the saffron Agnes Steineran received yesterday. That one's Agnes. Well, what do you mean I wouldn't be interested in it? What? Saffron? Really? Where did you hear that? Sister Matilda saw her at the Albans. Maybe you can convince Prior Ferrick to get some for your yellows. Saffron is the little stem grown in crocuses. Thank you for calling the Guinness World Book of Records because, yeah, this has got to be a new record. Lucy also played a great role in the somewhat recent Spartacus TV show? Really? Wait, when was this? What now? By recent, do you mean like within the last 5 or 10 years? Good to know. How is Mouse Fanger? Are you in need of any herbs and flowers? I could pick some for you on my next trip to the meadow.
Oh, don't worry about that. I'll go gathering in the forest later.
Until later, Sister Gertrude. I love her. Oh my gosh, she's so cute.
Bless you, Andreas. Maybe I'll see you by the shrine of Saint Seisha one of these days.
Saint Satya. One of the Tassing's patron saints, Satya was a local pagan who converted to Christianity and miraculously aided St. Moritz's soldiers with food in the dead of winter. She was martyred for her actions. Ah. What about this? A reliquary containing the hand of St. Moritz, which is said to have once held the Holy Lance. Interesting. Let's hear about the Holy Lance. Well, Lucy Lawless was in the original Spider-Man as an extra. Now it's time for Lucy Lawless packs because that's cool. She looks like a bowling pin. She's perfectly shaped. It's from around 2010. That's what I thought, more Phineas. I thought maybe they did a revival of it. I was excited for a second. She is very babushka shaped, yeah. Her detective show is more recent. She's got a detective show. Hello, Ice Doing, by the way. Good to see you. She played punk rock girl in the OG Spider-Man. Wow. That's very interesting. But I guess I can see that. She's married to the executive producer who always works with Sam Raimi. That's probably why she was in the background of Spider-Man. Okay. She was also apparently in Adventure Time? Yeah, meanwhile, we do not talk about Kevin Sorbo. Yeah, that man, he went sour. Yeah, check that out, Icy Rainbow. I would like to find that out. Adventure Time. How about that? The Holy Lance, also called the Spear of Destiny or the Lance of Longinus, is the lance that pierced Jesus' side on the cross. Many legends surround the lance, and several places claim to possess it. Of course. Okay. Interesting. Oh, go to the Upper Abbey, I think. Congrats on a 20 stream streak. Well, that's almost more than 3, I think, Manny. I think you're getting right up there to 3. What's this map telling me to do? Oh, I gotta get to the scriptorium. It's gonna take me forever. I think... I'm telling you. I think we're gonna get to the scriptorium by the end of the show. Oh, this might get bots? Is it a link? Oh, or do you think it's something that, that Automod is not gonna like? Finding out who Kevin Sorbo really was broke your heart. Yeah. He turned out to be a big jerk, it seems. Yeah, you loved Hercules growing up as a kid and it was a major letdown. I think he just used his fame to that to propel him into a weird platform. Wasn't there a B movie about the Spear of Destiny where whoever had the spearhead got superpowers? That's weird. My Life is Murder. Okay, so she was in that in 2019. It's an Australian show? Fascinating. The Lance of Longinus, it's huge and red and keeps Adam staked to its cross in the basement from Evangelion. Oh. Adam? Like biblical Adam? Or is it just a guy named Adam in Evangelion? Hey, surprisingly, Automod was okay with murder. The Sci-Fi Channel Alice in Wonderland 2-part special? Wait. MASH is obsessed, I think, with the Alice in Wonderland theme. Maybe a New Zealand show? That's okay. It's roughly in the same area. It's actual biblical Adam? Wait, what? The lance that pierced Jesus' side also keeps Adam from the Old Testament, from Genesis or whatever, staked to a cross in the basement. Very interesting interpretations of Christian events. That's fun. Need to find a way to get an advance from the Abbey so I can help the Gertners pay their taxes. If I can get into the sacristy when the brothers are not around, I could steal the funds I need from the Abbey church. I'm stealing from the church. That's bonkers. Okay, also I should probably look at the map. Do I need to go south to get to the thing? I kind of... So we saw the shrine to Mount Moritz. I don't think I need to go to the... I think I should go this way. I don't think I need to go south. Should I go through the church? Or the cloister? Yeah, I think I should go through the church. Probably not the cloister. Probably just a regular church. Oh, so that's regular church. We could head through the cloister. That could be interesting. Oh, it's Lilith on the cross, not Adam. Okay. Yeah. I mean, that only makes a little bit more sense. You're going to reach bunghole apotheosis. You're just going to become a bunghole? That's what your biological clock is telling you? Saint Luke, the patron of all artists, is also the patron of healers. How's it going, Florian?
God bless you, Andres.
Brother Florian, how are you?
The brothers and sisters are well, so I am well, thank God. Andres, have you spoken to Klaus Drucker lately?
I don't think I spoke with Klaus, but we're going to be meeting him for dinner tonight. Oh, it's an Australian show, but she then moves to New Zealand in the later seasons. Interesting. Okay, that's why you got the two mixed up. Wait, the librarian? Wasn't there a B movie about the Spirit of Destiny where the Spirit... Wait, folks were just telling me about this flick, The Librarian, and then my folks actually watched it, like my parents watched it. That's what happens to every celebrity. Well, I think it might be the celebrity part of things that does it, Manny. And I think unless I mean, you very well could be a celebrity as you are a very talented artist. But I feel like perhaps you have not had the vile tendrils of celebrity permeate your brain to make you turn into a bunghole. You know. Celebrities are prone to become detached from reality. Yeah, when you can like manipulate anyone and anything around you, I think those people start turning into jerks. You've heard of Librarian. Is that the Noah Weil one, or are you mixing it with something else? I think it's a different flick. Or maybe it is that one. Huh. You like straight-to-cable adventure movies? They're kitschy, right? Who doesn't love... I mean, the campier and kitschier a movie is, the more I am inclined to watch it. Movies do have Noah Weil in them. How about that? So you are remembering correctly, to be fair. My folks are watching it, and they did enjoy... the movies, and I don't know if they watched the series after that. He is the librarian. How about that?
Have you spoken to Klaus Drucker lately?
Yes, quite recently. Why?
I believe he may be receiving a medical text from Bologna soon. I'm quite interested in it.
One of the largest cities in Italy, Bologna, is the center of arts for centuries. It houses a well-known university, which was both home to Dante and Petrarch. Is it the Sai Leggeria L'Italiano? Oh, sorry. Can you read Italian? I was just going to say that in Italian to him.
Ah, no, little Italian, and my Latin is not as good as I would like. So hoping Brother Piero could help me with it if he has the time.
I should... Hey, we're gonna get... He was from Bologna. Like that, Mash? The series got kind of derivative, so it wasn't as interesting, but still kind of fun. Okay. Didn't know you were big into, like, TV and movies, Heather. I guess everybody but me is. The Librarian was on Freevee? Interesting. I'm sure he'll make time. He is a patient teacher.
That he is. I will see you later, Andres.
Look at the smile! Until then. Most of the medicines were made by Agnes Starinian with some help from Sister Gertrude. Okay. Can I steal that rag? That rag seems to be an object I could take, maybe. TV is the #1 hobby. I guess so. I don't watch... I the only TV I watch is baseball these days. And occasionally, I will watch a little Great British Bake Off. Ooh, party time! The Dance of Death mural, Father Matthias had painted it a few years before his death. It's beautiful. Oh, I guess I should click on the Dance of Death. You're not big on TV, but you have a special memory cube in your brain for these kind of memories. There you go. It's also how your family spent time together. Yeah, we spent a lot of time watching, like The Simpsons together. We didn't watch anything scary, like, my folks would watch X-Files themselves. I was too scared for it. Oh, but we would watch Babylon 5. I remember watching Babylon 5. This sticks out so much in my memory as a kid. We watched Babylon 5 together. And because I was tiny, I could sit between my two parents, and my brother would often lay at the edge of the bed. And one day he was talking about the character in that show, Bester, or something like that. And he was like, "Okay, everybody, close your ears." And I closed my ears. I think my dad left one ear open because my brother was like, "Bester is a bastard," and then my dad was like, "Don't you cuss now." So there you go. That moment lives on in my head for so long because I was like, "Oh, I think it was my brother's first cuss word," and he said that Bester was a bastard. So funny. You clipped me mentioning this story before? Oh my god, I'm retelling stories again. All right, Grandma Tina, time to wheel you out, repeating your stories again. This is an artistic allegory on the constancy of death. Illustrations often feature people from every station of society to communicate that death inevitably claims everyone, from the peasant to the emperor. Oh yes, of course. Of course, Morphinius. I think she's still gorgeous. That's your first time hearing the story? Okay. He is a bastard, though, right? Yeah. Okay. There's like 40 seconds until the break. Well, until the ad break. But I hope you all don't mind. I think I'm going to take my dinner break early. I'm very hungry. I had a bowl of chicken pasta. Garlicky chicken pasta. Also, hold on. Is there any game audio when we're like in church? It's so quiet. It's like weirdly quiet. I'm going to take a little break so that I can go get some food because I'm starving. I don't know if there's actually anything left to eat because I saw that the pan was empty when I went downstairs, but I'm going to play us a little bit of music during this ad break. I'm going to get my food. I'm going to feed my dog. When I come back, we'll be playing a little bit more Pentiment. I don't know how long I can go with this one because I have to read every line and that's a lot of reading. It is weirdly quiet like real church. Yes, that is what I felt. That was one of the most profound things I felt the last time I went to church, which was for a funeral, was going there before the session started. The sound is so dampened by all the fabrics that like it is so quiet. Not Pentiment, no. Pentiment. I'll see you all soon. Also, good night, Tyrannus. Sleep well. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate you. End your 3-stream streak. Hell yeah, buddy. Nicely done. And Manny again, hell yeah to your 20-stream streak. Bester was one of the best characters in Babylon 5. Tell me about it. Tell me about it. Alright, see. Alrighty, let me pause this music. We will get back to some Pentiment, but if I do hear my mom knocking on the door, that might spell the end of the show. And I told her that I would stay in the ER with my dad, if need be. Because I need her to get some sleep. She's got to work. Yeah, is Nurse Joy available? Yeah, that's pretty darn good, Mash. That's pretty darn good. Alrighty, y'all. Hope I did this break button already. It's time for some more Pentiment for New Game Thursday. Clown costume, nothing. You're assuming ERs have seen people who are only wearing the top half of a clown costume. Oh my god. And just nothing on the bottom. But maybe the shoes. Maybe the shoes still. Those boxers and the shoes. We are playing some Pentiment today, which is very interesting. Medieval marginalia inspired game. I am an artist named Andreas O'Malley, I think. Andreas O'Malley. He's a good Irish boy. And he's not an Irish boy. I don't think that they made it to Ireland quite yet at that time. Not sure. Tell me the Irish history if the Romans have made it there. And we are illuminating some manuscripts at the Abbey. We're not really like a friar or anything, but we're working with like the friars and stuff to do some manuscripts. And in the meantime, on the side, we do like doing our own illustrations. He's Irish Italian. There you go. From Long Island, indeed. That's how I should be voicing him. I keep like moving up my sleeves for my dress and then moving them down. Man, almost won't show me. You know what I'll do? I'll be smart and I'll put on this cardigan. There we go. Well, it kind of ruins the effect of the dress, doesn't it? It is a backless dress, so I'll just keep it over my shoulders like a cape. Anyway. So here we are in Pentiment, which I'm hoping to get through a little more of. But if it really wrecks my throat, maybe I'll just pop in some Balatro and we'll just spend the rest of the night playing Balatro. We'll see. Still working on the Jokerless challenge. But let's see if we can make it to the scriptorium where we are illuminating manuscripts. Must be towards the end of this, huh? So this is that Dance with Death mural that the previous father of this establishment, this abbot, what he was working on. This is the last thing he painted before he died. Father Matthias painted a few years before his death. Ain't that something? Oh, yes, we're growing our own foods. How lovely. Let me check the map to see. Oh, that's not it. My bad. The maps. Okay. Europe? I can just look at Europe in general. Interesting. Am I going other places? Oh, I'm not where I should be at all. I need to go through the kitchen to the dormitory. It would have been easier if I just had gone to the church, but kitchen and cellar, dormitory, the Old Bailey, which I thought was a name for like jail in England. The Old Bailey? Am I wrong about that? We can go see the animal pens. But kitchen, dormitory, Bailey, scriptorium. Okay. You kind of want to look at what we got. I wonder what recipes the brothers have for peas. Peas, a great source of protein. It's a famous court. Okay, the Old Bailey, huh? Are these cukes or zooks? These cucumbers are growing quickly. I'm sure whatever isn't eaten will be pickled. Oh yeah, hell yeah, pickling. Shoutouts to pickling. Now wait, we gotta go to the kitchen in the cellar. That's right. Hello, Just a Game Hero. Good to see you. A Bailey is a part of a castle, is it not? Okay, you could be right about that. It's the torture device. Oh, that's the cellar. Okay. Look at this cool dude. Looking cool, Lucas. Hello, Andreas. How goes it in the kitchen? Is Brother Waslov working you hard? What's you, brother? The facial hair. That's pretty sick. Not so bad. Brother Waslov is nice to me. It's Father Abbott and Brother Pryor who make things hard. How so? Did the dog eat it? She did. Oh, yes. I took an early break at 6:30, and it was quite a long break. I apologize for that. Took a long break, but I needed to eat, and I wanted to chat with my mom because she's really worried about my dad's health. So I shouldn't complain. They just like their food a certain way, and I'm not good at cooking yet. Just wondering where my dress is going. What you need is more variety. Do you want me to get you some mushrooms from the forest? I know all the best types, you understand. If you think that will help, I only use what's in the cellar. Brother Eddock complains about his food, too, but he complains to Brother Waslov. What does Brother Adok know about food anyway? He's from Cornwall. Ooh. Where's Cornwall? I don't even know where that is. It's a land to the west across the sea where all they eat is fish. Isn't that like... Are they talking about England? Yeah. All they eat is fish. Even in 1518, they're like, the English? Pfft, what do they know about food? That is so funny. Sounds miserable, but that's always what he complains about, the fish. He just likes to complain, I think. Don't lose your heart, Brother Lucas. You're still learning. Thanks. See you later, Andreas. Good luck with that fish. Until later. I just love he looks so like meditative as he's preparing this fish. Alrighty. Do we want to go to the refectory? I don't think so. We're going to the dorms. Gotta go to the dormitory. Now that is a very interesting implement. Are you seeing this right here? So instead of like a have you all seen those like chef knife blocks that you put all your like knives in and stuff and everything has its own hole? Or like maybe on your countertop you just have like a big like cup thing that you put all your spoons and spatulas in. What if you just jammed it all into a wasp's nest? That's wild. So Cornwall, Southwest England, it has a distinct identity and they have their own form of Gaelic. I had no idea about that. Guess they really do like fish there too. I think we're going to the cloister. I know. Oh, we gotta go to the dormitory. Oh, dang it. Wait, who is this? Sebhat. God give you health, Master Mailer. Brother Sabat, I'm surprised to see you still here. Love this textiles from Brother Sabat. As am I, but I'll be leaving soon, returning to Rome. Oh, I know what Rome is. Thank you. Thank you, game. I and my bishop regret that we could not reciprocate Father Rodolph's generosity earlier. It's on the peninsula, so lots of fish, yeah. He showed most kindness to our priest at the Council of Constance many, many years ago. A meeting between bishops that took place between 1414 and 1418 in the Diocese of Constance to end the papal schism. It was also notable for the condemnation and the capture of the Bohemian theologian Jan Hus. Jan Hus, maybe? We remain in Rome. That is up to my bishop, but I will miss these mountains in any case. You should travel to Ethiopia, Master Mailer, and see the highlands. God has blessed my home with wondrous beauty. What a beautiful style of dress. That is covered extensively. Ah, yes, the anti-pope. There's a pope and an anti-pope, the evil pope. I want to see that in the next Batman flick. The pope fighting anti-pope. I would love to someday. I'm going there. If this video game lets me go to Ethiopia, let's go. What, we're going to learn so much art stuff in Ethiopia? I still need to return to Nuremberg and open up my workshop. Yes, someday. Until then, if you're ever in Rome, I may still be around. I've only made it as far as as Florence, but I'd like to see Rome, I say to Andreas. By the way, if you have some time the next few days, it'd be nice to share a meal with you and some of the townsfolk. Of course, Sabat! The townsfolk. I'm accustomed to the strange looks, especially in rural places such as this. But I have had kind words with the baker and his wife. How nice. Oh yes, the Albans, Ulrich and Gret. Love Gret. Oh, I love her. Ulrich? Alright. I'm sorry, it's Ulrich. Ulrich and Gret. He's got a severe look about him, but I mean, he can't be that bad if he's with Gret. Yeah, let's eat some spicy stuff with a pancake. Heck yeah. I offered to tell a story to the children and their mothers over a meal someday. Gret seemed excited about the idea, but I would be more comfortable if you were there as well. Yes! He is based on an Ethiopian illumination style? That's so sick! Yeah, you can tell his lines are different. He has a different line weight to him, Nat. His colors are more like a little, like, obviously he has the more pronounced, like, saffrons and oranges and reds and stuff, but his lines are sometimes done in red for the face. And then he has more of like an angular, like just straight up and down one whole thing. Like his body is self-contained. His hands don't come off of the body. They're like within. So cool. Thank you for sharing that with us, Nat. I can certainly make time. Thank you, Andres. I look forward to it. God give you health. Thank you, Sabat. That's cool. I love that. Okay, now the dormitory is how I get to where I need to go. Okay. I'm glad we ran into him. Somebody's bootses are still there. Who else's bootses is there? Let me look at my map real quick. We're gonna head out to the old Bailey. That's Church. This must be the Bailey. Okay. There's a scriptorium. But let me just get a quick little look-see. What's going on over here? I guess I should go to the scriptorium. Should do as we're told. Oh, that's that old dude who's working on that thing for the rich guy, right? Adoc.
God bless you, Andreas.
How are you feeling today, Brother Adoc?
Ah, Mill.
Aw, Mill. Ah, that's easy. I am well.
Well done, my son. It is early. I'll give you a harder one later.
His robes could use a little washing. I think they're covered in bird poop. Look at his skinny little shoes. Oh, those shoes are so sick. I look forward to all of your anagrams, Brother Adoc. Oh, he speaks in anagrams? How interesting.
Literal nut.
Ah, yes. Until then. Literal nut. What a fun guy. What is this? Oh, is this one of the places I can go? Oh, it's just a place that I am currently. Okay, let's speak to the other friar. Guy! What a perfect name. It's different. It's hard to come up with names for voices for men. Literal nut. Exactly, Nat.
Good day, Andreas.
How's your morning going, brother guy?
It's fine. More contracts for the abbot.
Would you rather be making... What would you rather be making? Contracts or manuscripts?
I honestly don't care, Andreas. As long as the abbot is impressed, how could he could have me write the first chapter of Genesis until Judgment Day?
Oh, no, we're good. Does the abbot's opinion mean that much to you?
The abbots and the priors both. You're lucky when you're done with this, you're going home. I'm never going to see Burgundy again. I need to make the best of the next 40 years.
Let's hear about Burgundy. A powerful former duchy of eastern France that became a province in 1477, known for its wine, art, monasteries, and courtly fashion. Oh, look at this dog and the cat. That's very cute. I like this. Now, would you say this is a turnip? Or is it more of a parsnip? Guys, he's thinking that he's trying to smell the good paint, I think. It looks like a turnip. Okay. Now, are turnips neeps or are those parsnips? I think turnips are neeps. You were teaching me this the other day. Well, I'll leave it to it, says Andreas. Good luck with that, buddy. This book looks so interactable. I'm shocked that it isn't. This is the guy who's working on the illumination for that rich dude. And how should I pronounce his name? I think they all have, like, slightly different manuscript styles, by the way. His is, like, so perfect. Probably because he's been doing this for a while.
Andreas, God bless you. So good to see you.
This guy's been working on manuscripts his whole life, right? You can tell. His body has become a manuscript. Good morning, Brother Piero. Good to see you as well.
I don't like this weather. My bones ache. It means the storms are coming.
Big George Gertner says that if you live here 10 or 15 years, you can smell the storms coming. Big old George Gertner. I like Big George Gertner.
Brother Adolf has been here long enough that we can always smell him coming.
Don't forget, brother guy, the fate of the youths who jeer the aged prophet Elisha outside the Bethel.
Fun fact, if you can read Latin, you can zoom out on the book and you'll be able to read the game story as it goes. Oh, is that Lorem Ipsum? I wish I could read Latin, but that is a skill that I'm not willing to pursue. This guy has some cool gothic bold face, right? Oh boy.
Are you comparing yourself to a prophet, Brother Adolf?
I'm comparing you to an impudent youth whom the Lord in his ineffable wisdom may choose to strike down.
Brother guy, please show more respect to Brother Adok. You're being mean-spirited. Calm yourself, Brother Adok. You're too sensitive to guys' jokes. Be respectful to Adok. He's funny.
Stay out of this, Andreas. The old fart can defend himself well enough.
I need no defense against the likes of you. God protects his faithful against the iniquitous.
Well, everyone seems quite lively. So what does it mean Prior Ferenc is not overseeing us today? I'm hearing a lot from these two and not a lot from this man who I just struck up a conversation with.
He was here, that he heard Lorenz Rothvogel had arrived, and he hurried out like a mouse. Ferenc is so desperate to impress the abbot and nobles like Rothvogel is pathetic.
You feign kindness to Father Abbot and to our prior only to speak about them like this behind their backs. It's shameful.
Oh no. Baron Rothvogel. His manuscript. I just realized he'll want to see his manuscript. How silly of me. Of course, that's why he's visiting.
Yeah, you're working on it, right?
Perhaps if you were younger and faster, you wouldn't need to worry so much about the patron's visits.
Wow, Guy is so rude. What's the problem? The Baron is just one client. He has to wait like anyone else. Watch your mouth or I'll give you someone to worry about. Guys, someday you will stand where Piero is and a young monk will stand where you are now. I'm gonna be saucy. This one's for Pastel. Watch your mouth or I'll give you something to worry about.
What? Threatening a monk? What's wrong with you?
You're the one mocking old men. What's wrong with you? Anyway, what's the problem? The Baron is just one client. He has to wait like anyone else. I'm gonna threaten everybody.
Andreas, Baron Rothvogel is not like anyone else. He has powerful friends, including the Prince Bishop of Freezing.
Where it's very cold, I assume. Ooh, look at this lounge. Look at the fat dumper on this weird red goat. That is wild. Hey, guy. All my homies, hey, guy. I'm going to get it. I'm going to deck that guy. Prince Bishop of Freezing, religious and secular ruler of scattered territories in the Holy Roman Empire, including the lands containing Tassing and Kearsau Abbey. Oh.
Gearsauer is already out of favor. Father Abbot doesn't want to have to deal with more attention.
Well, if Friar Ferenc isn't here, I'm going to work on my manuscript. Oh, my masterpiece until he arrives. Look at my pretty little thing. Oh, do I get to draw this? Oh, that's right. I need to reference the In der Mauer manuscript. Prominent family of the Swiss Confederacy in Austria. Need to reference it. I probably said over here, huh? Oh, I'm knocking on a door. Zadina. What do you want, Andres? A book. The In der Mauer manuscript. The Book of Hours. Type of manuscript that contains abbreviated form of the prayers of the divine office in addition to other religious texts. Most are plain, but the wealthy patrons commission lavish examples. I think we read that one.
Your hair looks messy today. Did you get enough sleep?
What do you mean?
I mean, did you sleep alone? Or...
Why do you want to know?
It would be nice to have something to think about during divine reading.
Oh! This nun wants to hear about our exploits? Whoa! Electo Divinia is the thoughtful reading of the meditation and meditation on scripture. The practice leads to prayer and contemplation. It is a daily part in the life of Benedictine communities. Okay, Zadina. Have you considered the Lord?
You really are a cloud on a sunny day, Andreas.
Can I just get the book, please? Zadina. She's trying to think about what we're doing with other folks.
That's all the way upstairs. Can't you get by without it?
No, I can't. I need it as a reference for my work.
Really? My feet hurt and the stairs are so steep. I'm gonna ask Illuminata to get it?
Her name is Illuminata? She's got to be a major character.
Sister Illuminata! Andres needs a book and he's being inappropriate with me.
You were in the kitchen, you get to run back here to type. Whoa. Reminds you of the tower scene of Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Oh, yeah. God, I haven't seen that in so long. It's been forever since I saw that movie. Andreas. Sister Illuminata, I would like to borrow the In der Mauer manuscript, the Book of Hours. I wasn't being inappropriate with her. Okay, should we defend ourselves or just keep moving on? I think that's very funny though, that we could be like, I'm not. I wasn't. She was asking me who I was sleeping with. She's being inappropriate. No one's gonna believe me. I'm an outsider. Who cares? I should just probably borrow the In der Mauer manuscript, the Book of Hours. Those poor horny nuns, yeah. They probably want me to draw them up something fancy for them to, like, read upon later. You know? Little something, little sexy, a little risque. Yeah, no, you were being inappropriate. Some phallic trees. Those were some juicy looking fruits on that tree. That was wild.
Yes, I have heard. Please return it promptly.
Promptly, eh? Okay. So they're not allowed to interact, right? The sisters and the brothers, the friars and the whatever sirs.
Andres, may I see how your masterpiece is coming?
Of course, your opinion is always welcome. Whoa!
Yes, the composition is lovely. There's joyful spirit in the arrangement of the figures. This looks sick as hell. Are you kidding me?
That looks like Big George. This is cool as hell. We probably ran out of yellow, though. Yo, look at the shadow coming off this little purple flower over here. This looks like a clematis.
The contrast of the colors is also quite nice. Rich and beautiful on their own, but not overpowering the scene.
Doesn't feel right. I don't know why.
It's an excellent interpretation of someone else's work.
That's what clients want.
What do you want?
Ooh, that's in green.
Where are you in this work?
I didn't know there was room for me in here.
It is inescapable. We put ourselves in our work, whether we realize it or not. What does this painting represent?
You love illuminated manuscripts. You did your master's thesis on Persian illuminated manuscripts? Oh my god. I bet that's going to come up in this game, Heather. Have you played this game before? Have you thought about checking this one out? Because I bet you're going to find some Persian illuminated manuscripts in this. We saw an Ethiopian priest come by, and he was illustrated in the Ethiopian illuminated style, as Nat let us know. I think you should give this one a check. Do check the content warnings on this one, though. I mean, there are some mentions of some things. I don't think anything is, like, portrayed on screen. It's always good to check, you know.
What does this painting represent?
It's, November.
It's November.
In November, we show peasants leading the pigs into the forest to forage on acorns before the slaughter.
Andreas, the peasants here are no longer allowed to forage acorns in the forest.
They can't?
Many great lords and abbots across the empire have forbidden it, even Father Gurno.
What difference does it make? This is the way November is painted.
But that is not the way November is. Art is illusion, storytelling, but in their most sublime form. These images illuminate a path to truth.
It's important to me that my clients are happy. They won't pay me for truth.
Yes, but with God's grace, this book of ours will outlive us all. What will it say to those who see it in a future generation, centuries beyond our comprehension? Some will gaze deep into your lines and paint to seek a deeper meaning. What will they find? But you need not listen to my opinions. These are just the thoughts of an old monk. There is no place for the monastic scriptia anymore. In truth, this room is a place out of time.
The Book of Hours. Oh, hours and hours. Very clever. Does that make you sad?
I admit I'm still fond of the old styles of lettering and illumination. But even in my youth, I knew it could not last.
The way I appreciate this guy's text because everything is filled. Every line is so crisp and clean. You know he's been doing this forever. His stuff, every letter is the same weight. There's no blots. There's no oddities and everything. It's all uniform and perfect. It's really cool. That the old monk is in old fresco styles. Paint flaking from age. Oh, is that why his stuff is so white? That the older monks are in a fresco style. Interesting. I didn't notice that. I thought he was covered in bird poop. That's cool.
The creation of books of art is no longer the province of monasteries. So be it. More people will be able to write, more will be able to read, and in so doing, be brought to the truth.
Do you think there's a danger in anyone being able to write, anyone being able to read anything? I think there's always going to be a place for artists like you and Brother Adoc. And not you, Guy. You can go to hell. You can choke, actually, Guy. I hope you do. Saying nothing. Yeah, that's right, Guy. Meet me in the parking lot. I will fight you.
It's kind of you to say, Andreas, but you need not be concerned for me. I have lived a long life, and I am happy to have served the Lord. When he calls for me, I am ready.
I feel like he's going to get murdered. I think there's going to be a murder in this game. I kind of hope so. No, I hope he doesn't get murdered. I hope, Guy gets murdered or whatever. Bell time. A cool cane. I love this guy with his hand out. Now, is it like supper time?
Ah, where has the time gone? It is already
3 o'clock, I think, Tercy. Monastic hour corresponding to 9 a.m. One of the little hours of prayer. Tercy precedes Mass and the chapter meeting. Okay. I love this dog and this cat as friends. So cool. You can't spell paint without pain, indeed.
Too much talk. I must ask forgiveness for not honoring the rule.
Oh, right. They're not supposed to chat. Aren't the boys not supposed to talk to each other? They're supposed to take a vow of silence. Looks like the ad break is going to start soon, by the way. And you wish listed this game. That is so great, Heather. I hope that you are, like, so enthralled by it. I hope you really enjoy it. And Dave, I hope you're having a fantastic day. Yeah, I guess that's how we get... You mean the murder is how we get the red paint? I hope not.
Until later, Andres.
Until later. Do I just spend my whole time here? Oh, because I got almonds. I got my little trail mix. I need to stretch. Yeah. Oh! Oh, dear. What's this? Is somebody coming in and sneaking stuff? What's going on? What the? Hey, what the? Hey! That guy wrote some stuff in the Bible or something. How are you liking Hades 2? What's going on in here? How are you liking Hades 2? Yeah, crushing insects is certainly... I think, like, crushing bugs and whatever is how you got a lot of pigments. Or, like, cobalt or something. I don't know. That guy just wrote something in that ding-dang book. Everyone who's been playing Hades 2 is, like, so thrilled with it. I think Chirinus was talking about it earlier. Cochineal, yeah. Or cochineal. It's used for the reds. It's so great. You love it so much. Oh. I want to play it so bad, but I also just want to wait for the full game. I really want to play it so bad, though. What's going on in here? It says Illuminata. Well, I want to quick check on this. I can't check in on that. Resist. I need to resist, I know. Andreas, what was that noise? Oh, I'm sorry, Sister Luminata. I knocked over a bowl of paint onto the floor. But then Prior Ferret came in, wrote in one of the books, slammed it closed, and left. Oh, so we saw that, did we? He was in such a hurry, I don't even think he noticed me. He was slamming book shut? Prior Ferret should know better than that. Yeah, if he was writing it, the ink is going to dry on the other page. Some of these manuscripts are quite delicate. He seemed to be in a great hurry. I think he's on edge since Baron Rothvogel arrived early, which is why books should not be taken out of the library unless it's necessary for divine reading or worked in the scriptorium. Are you mad at me for borrowing the Chronica Clara? Or, that reminds me, there's a few more books I've been wanting to borrow. I want to be a little stinker. You can't be serious. You want more books? I think Prior Ferenc has given you more than enough. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, let's see. What does she want me to say? Ferenc just gives me those books. He hopes I have the same interest in the occult that he does and wants to talk about them. Oh, no way, Dave. Are there really characters with placeholder designs in... What do you mean? But don't mention the exact characters. But is there characters that, like, it just says, like, we haven't thought of what this person looks like? It's just like an amorphous blob? You love characters with placeholder designs? I don't want to know who's in it, but I'm curious that they have, like, placeholder gods and stuff. He hopes I have the same interest in the occult that he does. See, maybe if I picked on my studies were, like, in necromancy and stuff, we would be able to talk a little more to him, but I don't know. He seems like a weirdo. You should just say that you don't know what she's talking about. Deny it. Tell her the truth. She knows Ferenc is the one requesting the books. Why is she complaining to you about this? That jerk Ferenc is the one bringing the books. I'm going to tell her the truth. She wouldn't hold me accountable for something that is my fault, would she? I don't ask for those books. He just gives them to me and asks for my opinion. If it's a problem, you should bring it up with Father Gourneau or Mother Cecilia. He gives me those books and asks for my opinion. Oh, several characters just have robes with no faces. They did a similar thing during the last game's early access. Ooh, I'm so excited. That is so cool how they're just like robed characters. I think that's really fun. That adds a sense of mystery to it so that they can like do a big reveal and like show how hot the person is, you know.
That's between the two of you. My concern is only for the books. I can't give them out to just anyone.
You're right. I'm sorry. Forgive me.
There's nothing to forgive. The library and its books are my responsibility. My concern for the books doesn't end at the library door, nor does my responsibility. Please understand that. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Wait, what's all this fuss about Lorenz Rothvogel? Why is Prior Ferenc so nervous?
Lorenz, didn't know you were familiar enough with the man to use his Christian name. Anyway, I haven't dealt with him personally, but the prior and Abbot have. I only know that he's purchased a number of our most valuable manuscripts over the years. And he's paid enough to help the Abbey when we needed it.
Like what? What did he buy?
I can't remember. You know, I have my own responsibilities to attend to. How about this, Andres? Can you help me recover some of the missing books? I'll tell you what I know about the Baron.
Of course, I'll help it anyway.
Thank you. It's for the good of the Abbey.
Where should I begin?
Out there, where you and your cohort have carelessly strewed books or other scriptorium. I will tell you what books I'm looking for. Find them and return them to me. First books are 2 volumes of the Aeneid.
Oh! A poetic epic telling a tale of Aeneas, the heroic Trojan who struggles to reconcile his personal desires with his destiny to found Rome. It was written in the 1st century BC by the Roman poet Virgil.
Reddish covers, 14 inches by 10 inches, 3 inches thick.
Innsbruck inches or Nuremberg inches? Oh, I know this one's. They're among Piero's favorites. He keeps them by his desk. I don't know the difference between these inches.
They're not his to keep.
Okay, they must be these then. There's a fair amount of wear on these. I hope you don't mind. Interesting scenes.
Those volumes were old even when Piero started to make the copies.
How long ago was that? Yeah, it's about 1/3 of a meter, honestly. How much is that in pizza boxes? It seems to be about 1 Costco pizza box wide.
That was 3 years. The Aeneid is not one of my favorite stories, but I understand why it appeals to Piero.
Oh, she's getting in the book.
Aeneas chose his duty to the gods over his lover, Dido.
Do you think Aeneas' sense of duty appeals to Piero? This is cool. I love this. They're like getting in. They're getting into the book itself. Everything is rounded up to within the width of a Costco pizza box. Yeah, we don't... If someone's smaller than a Costco pizza box, I don't want to see it, honestly.
We all have our vocations. Brother Piero takes this more seriously than most of the others in this abbey.
You clearly take your chosen vocation seriously.
Andreas, I didn't have a choice in my vocation. Few women do.
Is it really that bad? Is being a woman that limiting? Do you see how he's cheating out to the camera? Like, is being a woman that bad? How would you know? Yeah. She knows her life better than I do. You're right, of course.
I appreciate that you understand how limited our roles and our choices truly are.
She coming over to this part of the book? She's gonna be the lady getting stabbed in the thing.
Even in stories, we are maidens to be rescued and wed, cruel seducers of men, or wizened crones. Like Dido, we ordinary women are merely tools in the tales of men. We can never be protagonists of our own stories. No woman is exempt from that, from the empress to a nun. It is our lot.
Suppose I understand now why you are not fond of the Aeneid.
It's fine poetry. For men. Now, the books, if you please.
Give those to her.
Thank you. Next, Wretched Garen. This is a printed copy, green cover, diamond pattern. I don't have the size in the ledger, but it's hopefully description enough.
Another one you talk about, Brother Adoc was reading it. Okay. Bada bing. The beauty of this book truly belies its ridiculous content. I'm surprised the Abbey owns a copy. Look at this. He is riding high. She's going to be taking up this figure, I wonder.
We don't. It belongs to Amadea Rusco of Eugenio. It's a Venetian edition that's quite valuable.
It's a boy poem for sure. Oh, Lugano, a highly contested Swiss market town located in the southwestern Alps. The Dukes of Como and Milan fought over its control until it was claimed by the Swiss Confederation of 1513. Okay. It's only recently become part of the Swiss Confederation. Thanks for reminding me to drink some water, by the way, Jessica Hero.
He loaned it to us 5 years ago. It was subsequently lost, and the abbot has received 3 letters about it.
I have certainly seen the brothers enjoying it.
That book is not appropriate reading for the Benedictine monks.
Ooh, a sassy pose.
A baby is sold to pirates, raised a servant, then lives a life of adventure, wooing the princes and fighting in tournaments.
You forgot the best part. In the end, Garen learns he has royal blood, the son of a duke. He reigns as king and dies a pious hermit. What's not to love?
Benedictines should be dreaming of reconciliation with our Lord, not lusty adventures.
It's better suited to knaves like me.
It is not my place to recommend anyone for reading stories, least of you, Andres. Still, we must be on guard. Fantasy leads to temptation. Temptation has led to the downfall of many men and women.
Sometimes, yes, but books like this, it's all the same type of fantasy, isn't it?
To die better than we are born.
And what's the problem with that? Why shouldn't a peasant dream of being king?
There is neither Jew nor Greek, neither slave nor free, neither male nor female, for you are all one in Christ Jesus.
We may be one in Christ, but we are not equal in this world.
It isn't this world you should be concerned with, Andres. But the book, Andres, we must return it, or would you like the abbot to receive a 4th letter?
I hate to see the brothers disappointed, but I understand.
It is not my goal to deprive the brothers of their joy, but to return the Amadea Rusco's property. The book, please.
We're right in the period before Calvin, where predestination was a hot topic, right? Yep. In that little hot spot.
There's only one book left. Then you will be freed from bondage. A dark red cover, 8 inches high, 5 inches across, and 2 inches thick.
What is it?
The description should be sufficient.
I don't know why you won't tell me, but alright, I'll find it. Is it a sexy one? It's not sexy at all, yeah. Now that I think about it, Guy has always been guarded about this book, like he was hiding it.
Very good. Please bring it here.
What is this anyway? Maybe I should have learned French at some point. Aw, man. Something about guide. Fish. And the first state of grace. Something graces. Divine. Perfection and plenitude. In a place of life of the divine joy. Amour d'ici. Contemplation. Maybe another something for love veritable. Something about love. I haven't read French in so long. Let's see, I'll put myself over here. Okay, French speakers, you francophones out there. What's this about? What's this about? What are we going on here? Saint? The spirit of the saints? Something. I maybe should have learned French at some point. Hopefully you all have seen this long enough. What is this? Oh, cool. Why are you asking so many questions? Just give it to me. Why won't you tell me what this book is? Something about listening to your love. Ooh. Vous en prie par le mort. Écoutez la grande implication de cet entendement. Something qui est en vous et en grande diligence. Autrement, faut d'être en... I can't tell if that's ainsi. Disposer tout ce que entendront, cela comprendront mal. Something about misunderstandings. Right now, understand with humility. A simple example of love. The pardon en amour divin. The handwriting is beautiful, but it is like understanding about love, but it's not like sexy love. I was hoping it'd be sexy, like mundane love. I guess this might be like different forms of love. Like, don't they talk about like agape or something like that being a form of love? There's like several forms of love. Entendement is heard, that which is known to be bad. Oh, interesting. Mundane love and apply it to divine love. Yeah, I think there's different forms of love. There's like fraternal love and, you know, all this stuff. I don't remember about that.
It is a dangerous book, Andres Mallow. One of the previous abbot tolerated it in spite of a papal order to destroy it. 3 French bishops have condemned the book. All copies were to be burned. Its author shared the same fate.
What? Why?
I don't know, Andreas. It isn't my place to question the judgment of one bishop, much less 3. And before you ask me, no, I haven't read it, but I know it contains a dialogue between love and reason.
Oh, I see. Yeah, entendement means like reasoning, and then love must be, you know, l'amour. Entendre is to understand, yeah. Yeah, there's like eros, and there's agape, and there's different kinds of love. There's like, I think 7 kinds or something. They love the number 7, Dave. They love it. So love and reason. So the book is dangerous. When did the bishops condemn it? She floats like an angel up to the skies.
200 years ago.
What? Why? Why is it still here?
Because Father Matthias loved books, all books. He didn't want to see it destroyed.
Books shouldn't be destroyed even if their content is in question.
The Holy Church does not share your opinion. It is their law we must contend with, not your emotions.
It's brave flocks, all thoughts, yeah. The church is wrong.
I'm not going to debate this with you, Andreas. And Father Matthias is gone. It's not my place to question the former abbot's decision, but when Father Gunnar learned it was in our possession, he wanted it destroyed.
Ooh. Must the book be destroyed? No one even knows that it's here. I refuse to give it to you if all you're going to do is destroy it. Or fine, here, take it. Goblins are weird medieval guys. It makes a lot of sense. Shouldn't she be concerned with the law of the Lord, not of the world in which we live? So she told us when we worried about not everyone being equal in this world. Well, if the bishops are passing down the word of God, saying that God thinks it's unholy, then she is but a nun. She said already that she can't contend with the law of the bishops, so. There's nothing in the Bible that says that no matter what, all books are okay. Because back then they'd be like, what the frick is a book? What are you talking about? What's a book? You know? I don't want it to be destroyed.
What? Why not? What are you going to do with it?
I'm going to become a French heretic. I can't read it. I can't read French at all. Damn it. I wish it was Italian. I'm going to read it and become a French heretic.
That's not funny. I'm serious. Give me that book or our deal is forfeit. I won't tell you anything about Baron Rothvogel.
Consider the sound theological reasons for allowing this book to exist. I appeal to your duty as the librarian of this abbey to not destroy this book. I promise a compromise. I will take the book from the abbey, far away. Fine, take it. Your platonic demi-ass sitting over here unable to comprehend what it's like to think of love in different forms. Yeah, that might be tough. Maybe in a theoretical concept, you know. Learn French by reading it. Enrich 2 birds with 1 lesson. Enriched bird. I think they call that foie gras in France, Dave. Let's see. I appeal to your duty as a librarian in this abbey not to destroy this book.
My duties to God and the vows I made to the rule.
But, what about the librarian's rule to protect books? Persuade Illuminata. I don't know if I made it. I asked forgiveness for keeping the books. I offered to help Illuminata enthusiastically. A book shouldn't be destroyed. Yelled that the church was wrong to condemn a book. Oh, man. I failed!
No, you just made it up.
Ah, crunch! Can I reload? Okay. I consider sound theological reasons.
More sound than a condemnation from 3 bishops of Paris?
Oh, I yelled that the church is wrong, right? Failure again.
Thank you for making my decision so easy. Did you leave the university voluntarily, or were you expelled?
I propose a compromise. I will take the book far away from the abbey. It'll be gone by the time Father Grenot asks about it. And if you like, you can say I stole it. I was being too spicy about the church. I shouldn't have been spicy with the nun about the church. I doubt he'll make a fuss about me stealing a book he wanted destroyed.
I don't like this, Andres. It feels wrong in my heart.
Hey! I swear I'll take it far away. It's been out here for years, and besides, how could you have stopped me? I offered enthusiastically to help her. Oh, 5 points.
I'm trusting you in this, Andres, against my better judgment. Don't make me regret this.
I've convinced Illuminata to give me the French book. Hey, yeah, that's my book now. All right, Illuminata, I'm not going to give you the book, okay? Don't make me accidentally give you the book.
Now then, Baron Rothvogel. Quickly, though, I must finish up here soon.
You said that he buys books from the Abbey. What kind? How long has he been visiting the Abbey? Oh, let's see. She only may have time to answer 1 question, so I should choose carefully. Okay. I want to click on Historia Tassier. That's right, he did mention the Historia Tassier is an account of the early history of Tassing. Curacau's previous abbot, Father Matthias, had a copy. Baron Rothvogel brought another to the abbey as a gift. He seemed unusually friendly with me. Maybe he's gay, who knows? How long has he been visiting the abbey? That's not important. He buys books, what kinds? I think we should ask about the Historia Tassier. He said it had some scandalous details in it. He also mentioned that Father Matthias had a copy, and he was looking for another to verify its contents. Do you know anything about the book? She is the librarian. She should know everything about the book.
I have heard of it, but I have never read it, and I know very little about its contents. The subject is broad, but I believe the book deals specifically with the Roman occupation of this land.
Interesting, because I know that the lady who worshipped the old ways, her name was like Otterdam or something like that, or Otterier or something. It's like Ott something. She was called the Old Widow by somebody else. By Ill Peter or whatever his name was, the very sick old man. He's like, she is the only one that still worships the old ways. She probably knows about like the pagan history of this place, and she was upset with Baron Rothvogel. I think in some way, I feel like she might be upset with like the Romans in Tassing, and maybe he kind of represents that. What about that could have upset Father Matthias? What do you know about the Romans in Tassing? Do you think she knows anything about it? She would know more if she read the book, but what could have upset Father Matthias?
I can't claim any deep insights into the former abbot's mind. I understand him to be a virtuous and charitable man, sometimes to a fault. It's not always best when an abbot considers himself to a friend of the brothers, a friend to his brothers instead of their shepherd.
Could something in the book have she doesn't know about the contents in the book. I do want to ask this question. Could something in the book have led Father Matthias to a crisis of virtue? I wonder. But I also want to know her opinion about Father Grenot. I'll roll for it. Let's see. 2. Do you prefer Father Grenot to Father Matthias?
My vocation requires me to obey. My preferences are irrelevant. But Every child would choose that their parents err toward love. To err towards love is to stumble at the feet of God. Is that what she said? Is that what she said? I hope so. Have I read that right? Well, I must be off to Mass. Thank you again for your help, Andreas. Wait, how will you get to the church if you can't enter the scriptorium? I thought this was the only door to the library. We are standing in the oldest part of the abbey, and like any old place, it has its share of secrets. There's gotta be a murder in this game. I hope to God there's a murder in this game. Because, like, abbeys have all twisty, turny pathways and stuff. A perfect place for a murder. Good day, Andres. God be with you. Eating time. That's the bell for Sext. Their brothers will be sitting down for dinner soon. The monastic hour corresponding to noon, followed by the little hours of prayer, followed by dinner. Sexting time, indeed. Hello, Galaxy Geek. Good to see you. I should see if Otto is around and if he still wants to eat with me. I think he's working by the guest house below the abbey. Okay. Dinner with Otto. Oh, the brothers should be in the refectory for dinner. Now is a good time to sneak into the sacristy. Am I gonna do some sneaking? Should I sneak to the sacristy or should I have dinner with Otto? Let's see, like, let's look at the... Oh, I don't know what that is. Oh, that's me? Like, all my stuff? Oh, now you can see the gay bee! Look at that gay bee. I love it. Cool. Excellent. Hope people lose their lives. I want a little drama. Another day, another few pages of the abbot. Otto and engines. Do I look up the people? Otto? Let's see people. There's Otto. Otto Zimmerman, town carpenter and son of old Otto, known for the dislike of the abbey, especially Father Gurnot. Well, I could do that, or I can go steal some money. Do you think I should go steal some money from the sacristy? It might be bad for our guy, but it could be very interesting at least. Let's see where the sacristy is. Oh, there it is. I can head out the Old Bailey and go up to the sacristy and steal some money. Man, I'm gonna get my ass kicked if I steal money. I'm pretty sure. I'm so not having a job. Now, it might be a little short-sighted to steal from the place that I'm working because, like, I may not have a job for very long if I steal from this place, and I don't think anybody will like us if I steal from this place. What do y'all think? I'd like to hear thoughts on it. Maybe it's a better idea to have, like, lunch with Otto, who doesn't like the guys or whatever. My objective is here. Is that where Mr. Otto is? But, like, free money. Free money and no job later. I should embrace her absconding life. Okay, let's go to the sacristy then. I wish I could have a little book. Oh, yeah, let's look at that. Let's see what this dude was writing. I wonder what Prior Frerink was doing in this book. Ex Livius something of something of something. From the library of the University of the Five Churches. The Hungarians call it PEX. Hey, that's where Frerink is from. Yeah, that guy that's not gonna do weird stuff. Doctor of Theology, George of Gran. Did Frerink steal this? I can't read this. You know, plan on getting caught. I have no idea if I will get caught. Ah, the Speculum Astronomiae, Albertus Magnus's Defense of Astrology. Renowned 13th century Dominican theologian, philosopher, astrologer, and bishop of Regensburg. A prolific writer, he was known primarily for his work on Aristotle and his knowledge of natural science. Sloppy Bookhand couldn't have been produced by an abbey of notes or bastard script Burgundian, Flemish, not from here and not recently. Oh, interesting. Look at all this. That's definitely Ferenc's handwriting between the lines and in the margins. Is he notating the text for the university in PEX? Is he notating the text for his personal use?
Is he notating the text for the benefit of future readers? It's not. He is like fully crossing it out. Never admit to having a sloppy book hand. No. You'll never want to speak on that. Let people find out on their own. You know, don't lead with that. Is he doing this? I think it's got to be for the benefit of others because he snuck in, he did it, and then he left. In any case, it's thorough commentary. Look at these little weird symbols. And this is where it pressed against the page. What's this? It looks so scribbled, not even fair. It's not like fair to be sloppy, and he didn't blot the ink dry. Libra, Capricorn, Aries, all astrological symbols. What's written below? Greek, to be sure. Obsbegexu? Oh, girl, because I learned Greek, we can read this. Yes. Obsbegexu? That doesn't make any sense. It's not even a word, just a jumble of letters. Well, what if I read it on the right side? This must be some sort of cipher. Where's the key? I suppose I'll figure it out in due time. But I'll copy all this down for reference later. Okay. Looks like the ad break is starting soon, by the way. Copy down. I know your weird secrets. Okay, we need to find... So you need to exit and go to the sacristy. Y'all are making me steal. We're being a rapscallion. It's 13th century. That was years ago. Yeah, I think that was before 2020. Time gets really weird after that for me. Wait, do I want to go? Oh, I don't want to go to church. No, I don't want to go to church. Yes, I do. The sacristy. Ooh, perfect. Now I need to find the chest where Matthew stores the Abbey's funds. I'm so in danger, dude. That guy? I'm stealing from that dude. Alrighty. Last time he paid me, he opened that big chest on the shelf. Man, I know that Clara's not going to be happy we're stealing money from the church to pay her. But, consider this. We do have... I think the abbot is what she owes some of her taxes to. So we're just like... You're just like robbing the rich to give to the poor or whatever. Look at this. Locked. I might be a little rusty, but I should be able to pick this. We're gonna get so busted, yeah. Hello, Lurky. Good to see you, by the way. No one can make you steal the internet. I'm being pressed to steal. Now I'll just take it up for the Gertners and put everything back just how it was. Should get out of here before anyone comes back. But I better put that box back. Perfect. Now I have enough money for the girders to pay their taxes. I can't see that. I'll give it to her directly to make sure she receives it. She's gonna be so... If I put it on the table, the man might find it. So I'm gonna give it to her directly. Go back to church. Do I have enough time to go to lunch? Let's see. Maps. We should go to the stable. Okay, we can lead out the church. And how do I go to town? I think I have to exit at the Abbot House. Okay, let's do that. Not really sure how to get there, but maybe the dormitory will lead us there. We're recycling money, yeah. This is just how you do that. Oh, it just saved, dude. That is nerve-wracking. Dormitory, let's go south. We can exit through the kitchen and then the large garden. Okay. Kitchen and cellar. Hell yeah. I'm helping the church in so many ways. They have nothing to complain about. That dude's not in here making food anymore. Dang. Is it the large garden I want to go out through? The large garden, indeed. Large George. I wish he was here. Okay. The Abbot House. Perfect. A dog who's gonna catch me stealing. I just know it. Hello, dog. Pet Mirabilis. You're so good dog. You wouldn't fight me if I was stealing money, would you? Yes, good doggy. It's a good-looking dog. Oh, what a sweet pup. You know they had to add that so that, I can't exit out of here? How am I gonna get out of here? How do I get to that? Oh, maybe out the chapter house this way? Oh, I'm so lost. Glad I could pet this dog, though. Pretty sick. Can you pet the dog is great marketing? I wonder if it's, like, lost its, a little bit of its novelty, though. Because it's been running for so long. I think a lot of people now are like, oh, yeah, there's a dog feature. You can pet the dog. I see. Like, for me, I'm like, okay, cool. I can pet the dog. Cloister. Let's say chapter house. Upper Abbey Infirmary chapter house. It is a tradition. You can't, like, not pet the dog now. Is it Upper Abbey? I don't know where to go. They are forbidden, indeed. If you put a dog in there, you better be able to pet it. Lower Abbey. That's where I'm heading for lunch. Hey, there's that snot-nosed brat, Martin. What are you doing, Martin? Shouldn't you be wrangling sheep?
Go away, Andreas. Can't you see I'm busy?
You know, if you want to pilfer from the Baron, I recommend smaller valuables.
What? What are you talking about? I'm not.
Small items are easier to trade or sell, understand? Am I telling him how to steal from this rich guy? You shouldn't be saying out here, though. It's far too obvious. The Baron wouldn't keep his riches on the first floor.
I'm not. How would you even know that?
I've had my share of adventures. Can the dog pet you? That's what I'm looking for. It needs to be iterated on. They need to have the dog pet your character, yeah. Just sort of come up to you and go like, burp, burp.
You? What? You get a paintbrush stuck up your butt? No, you can't trick me. I wasn't doing anything. It's been a busy day. I'm having a break, enjoying the sun. Nothing more.
Understood, Martin. Don't mind me, I'm just helping out a fellow man. Listen, I'm trying to help you not get in trouble, idiot. Gotcha, Martin.
Go away, Andreas. I can give you a cut of the sale if you just stop talking and get lost.
Ooh. Damn, instead of robbing the Abbey, we could have robbed the rich guy. Man, I could have robbed the rich man. The Abbey's gonna know. But maybe I can orator my way out of it. Maybe I can perfectly argue out of it. Should we steal even more money? Probably not, right? I don't need your money. The Abbey's also the rich man. Man, we're getting into some dirty business. How much money?
I don't know. I have to see what I get first. Thought you knew how this was done. I'll get back to you when I've sold whatever I get. Come on.
You can keep the money. I don't need it. The rich man probably does less evil than the church. I guess so. I think they're probably on equal footing. I don't know. I don't know what this guy's about. This, like, very rich Baron Rothersvogel or whatever. But money is nice. That rent keeps going up. You know what? Let's take the money. Don't take too long.
Whatever, Andreas. You leave me alone already.
We're getting some money. Okay. Andres and Otto. I'm meeting them for lunch, I think.
Good day, Master Beller.
Ah, Andreas, good to see you. I trust Clara gave you my message.
Yeah, did she? Afternoon, Andres. Otto. Clara did give me your message. Sorry I missed you this morning. I was asleep when you came by.
Ah, the abbot really lets you get away with anything, doesn't he?
Leave him be, Otto. I'm hungry. Let's pray.
Just sitting out on the grass.
Bless us, O God, in these your gifts, which we're about to receive from your bounty.
Hell yeah, got my almonds, my cheese, and my rye bread. Woo woo. And they got sweet rolls. Hell yeah.
Through Christ our Lord. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. How did the morning treat you all?
Not too bad, thanks.
Hurt my damned hands splitting timber to replace a bad beam in the abbot's house.
Ooh, I'm gonna nosh on my almonds. It's gonna be lasting energy throughout the day. What are you drinking with that? Yes, that's a great question, Morphinius, because you would immediately assume like probably some water, right? But water wasn't potable back then. They didn't really know what they were doing. So it probably was something like a small beer, perhaps something that was brewed at home and then consumed within a few days.
It's not that bad of an injury. It just galls me that the abbot bleeds us dry and we're expected to work here when it suits him.
I'm glad I stole it from the abbot then. I'm eating my sheep's milk cheese, baby.
Oh, it's not all that bad. I get a lot of good work from the abbey. Casting pilgrims' badges isn't really smithing, but I don't mind.
Oh, his roll is disintegrating. It's going to heaven now. Eat my crumbs, eat my rye bread.
Anyway, I saw you walking with that that baron, sorry, Rothvogel in the meadow on your way up here. What was that all about?
He's here to check on a commission. I understand he was friendly with Father Matthias. I think he might be here to pressure Brother Piero to finish the manuscript he's working on. As far as I can tell, he's come to terrorize people of Tassim and Curacao. I'm going to say he's pressuring Brother Piero to finish the manuscript. He's got his bar on, right? I don't like the idea of Piero being pressured by anyone. He's too old for that. He better not die. Not Piero.
He's a nobleman. Everything must happen on their time. Just like with the abbot, his work always comes first, and damn the common folk. Well, this abbot anyway. Father Matthias was more reasonable. The late abbot was well acquainted with the baron, but I always had misgivings about him.
What kind of misgivings? It does seem like he has an unsavory side to him. What kind of misgivings?
That he fools around with young women. He's married, of course.
Otto, that's only gossip, and it isn't Christian to spread rumors like that.
It's not gossip that he beat up that farmer a few years back, old Rannig, may he rest in peace.
Rannig Kemper, the late husband of Attila. He beat up. That's why she was cussing him out. That's why Attila cussed out the Baron, and he was like, I don't know who that woman is, don't worry. He beat up her husband to death.
Well, I wasn't there, so I don't know. But if he did that, yes, it speaks poorly of his character.
Yeah. I hate that guy. He's going down in my esteem. He's getting bad handwriting. Well, this doesn't sound... I seem like I'm defending him. We had a long conversation on our way up here, but he didn't mention anything like that.
What did you talk about then? I mean, no offense, but what does a nobleman have in common with an artist?
Talk to me about my work. He's fascinated by art and books. Martin Luther, my time at university, other thing, he's quite well educated. He could sense my inherent moral quality, Otto. Martin Luther, this is exactly what he talked about.
Sure, I imagine you have a lot of time to read when you don't have to worry where your next meal is going to come from.
This bitterness and envy is not good for our Christian souls, Otto.
Endris is such a man of the Lord. He's just like toeing that company line.
It's not envy, Endris. No one should get away with what he does, what this abbey does. No offense to you, Andreas. I don't have any problem with the books that the abbey makes. I mean, I never did learn to read, but if people are paying the abbey to make them, it doesn't bother me.
No, I understand. I see why people resent the abbot's rule. He's a harsh lord. I don't know what good the abbey does. Yeah, he's a harsh lord.
Oh, Otto, did you see the Bower sheep escape the grazing fields again?
Thank you. What are we going to talk about? The sheep, maybe?
No, but I'm not surprised. Martin was supposed to fix that fence, and he probably did a bad job at it. He's always in a foul mood, and he could be the laziest soul in Tassing. He can't even hold a hammer properly.
How's the game audio, by the way? It seems pretty quiet to me, but maybe it's like a good level of crickets for you all.
Married, and a father at such an age he barely lifts a finger for his wife or child.
Wait, Martin? Martin is married?
On top of that, he's a damn thief. And before you say it, Endris, that's more than just gossip.
Look at him over by that guest house. He's probably figuring out what he can steal with the least amount of effort.
Seems good to you? Okay. He's a born shirker, sure enough. I know him when I see him.
Especially when you look in a mirror. Speaking of the bower of sheep, their ewes are shorn, and the women will be spinning it soon. Otto. I got it, Andrus. No need to tease. What God wants to happen will happen. Looks like a storm's coming. We should probably get back to it. Right, I'll catch up in a moment, Andrus.
Otto probably wants to chat with me. You want to chat about Otto?
Oh, Andreas, say hello to Eva for me if you get a chance.
She is like the young woman who was stirring the soup and stuff. Yo, the frog has a hat. Let's go. And look at the skeleton up here having a drink. That's great. Look at that frog hat. That frog did not have a hat earlier, did it? That worried frog now has a hat. I think that's sick. That's excellent. A frog should have a hat, I think.
Say hello to Eva for me if you get a chance.
Of course. I should return to work in the scriptorium until later. He's so distressed. Time for working. Time to get back to work. It is wet out here, though. Good luck stealing stuff, Martin, I guess. I don't know. I don't care. It's the upper happy. You thought a fashionable hat would make him less anxious. I think he's just worried about his hat getting dirty. Oh, this is the guy that I stole the money from.
God bless you, Andreas.
Hello, Brother Machai. Matthew, what are you doing here?
I thought you were aware that in addition to my role as Kirsau's sacrist, I tend to the shrine of St. Moritz. He is a patron of Tassing and Kirsau both, so it's my duty to ensure his reliquary is well cared for.
This guy's got a spoon in his hat. He's, oh my god, you gotta see this man. He is ready to eat when he needs to. He is ready at all times for a snack, for some soup, for some particularly stable peas, some mushy peas perhaps, for a pudding. He is ready for a snack attack. The shrine is always beautifully kept. Whenever I visit, I always leave inspired.
The martyrdom of St. Moritz provides inspiration to us all.
Let's read about St. Moritz again. Great glasses, right? You gotta retire for the night. Dave, thank you for coming by. Enjoy stealing for the rich and investing in the arts. Indeed. I will, Dave. Thank you for swinging by. I appreciate it. He's a patron saint of Tassing. Legend states he was the Egyptian-born commander of a Roman legion who converted to Christianity. They were all martyred for their faith. His hand is a relic in Kirsau's shrine. Oh, interesting.
You're familiar with the life of St. Moritz, are you not?
I've been so focused on my masterpiece I never had a moment to learn about St. Moritz. I'm afraid I have a habit of learning about every saint that I come across.
Well, you have to learn something about Tassing's patron saint while you're here. Oh, learn something.
Put a little stank on it. By all means, buddy.
St. Moritz is widely known for his martyrdom at the hands of Romans.
Or Romnus. So some folks you'll see a typo or two from, but like that one old script writing dude, I don't think he had a single typo. Maybe one.
He protected the town of Christians from slaughter, and in turn he and his legion were decimated.
I do like the look of those big Coke glasses. The big silly ones. That's great. That's a cool look, honestly. What do you mean his legion? Does that mean he was a Roman soldier?
Yes, he was a Roman citizen and led a legion made entirely of Christians into Bavaria. When he refused to kill the Christians, even though they were traitors to Rome, the emperor had his legion massacred. Most of the pilgrims who visit come knowing only this, if anything, about his life. However, Tassing venerates St. Moritz because he was the one to convert the town and save it from destruction.
See how they present, like, esteem and stuff? Yes! I thought that was really cool. The people of the abbey usually have this, like, heavy type face. The townsfolk usually have, like, a little bit of a messier style, something that, like, a common person, if they could write, would write like that, you know? That's really cool. And the typos are cool, too, right? It shows that, like, someone isn't perfect, you know? They make typos, even though they may not speak that way, you know? Yes, I've been hearing about some of the pagan history in town.
There are some in Tassing who still cling to the pagan traditions. Yes, God save them. St. Moritz and his legion were snowed into this pass, and the pagans' townfolk refused to aid them. The daughter of the town's leader, Satia, was moved in spirit and snuck from the town to convert. She led Moritz into a spring, and as soon as she was baptized, the snow melted, revealing all manner of fruits.
That seems like a sex metaphor.
Moritz and his legion were saved by these miraculous gifts. The town was converted, and the rebels fled into the mountains.
What happened to Satia?
She too was martyred for her faith by the rebels inhabiting the town. Now her shrine protects Tassing from harm.
Huh.
Huh?
What an astounding story.
You are welcome, Master Mailer. God bless you.
Until later, brother. Hey, what's going on over here? Who are these bloodborne fools? It's Dr. Carl, the soup guy. Oh, hello, Andreas. Hello, Carl. You seem busier than usual today. I'm behind in my work. I went up to the shrine of St. Moritz this morning to pray for his aid. Me and my soup spoon. The candle I had lit all but burned away. I was there so long. I need to catch up.
Huh?
I love that cat. That's okay. If I'm ever in church that long, I might have fallen asleep. Your dedication to the saint is very impressive. Oh, well, truth be told, I only started going to the shrine more often when Helena became pregnant. See who Helena is. Gotcha. Her mother had troubles in childbirth, so I've been paying visits to Moritz's hand and Satia's shrine to pray for their aid. I hope the saints hear her prayers. Thank you, Andreas. So do I. I would never be like, if somebody was like, I'm praying for my wife's health, I would never be like, oh, you think they're going to hear you? You know? If that gives that person the strength to carry on, then go ahead. Now, how about this view? Who the hell are these people? Pilgrims, you think? Okay, I am here for a reason, and I can't remember why. Oh, I'm back. I gotta go back to work. Of course. Oh, Earthgate. It didn't tell you earlier, but there you go. 15 months. Would you like some Whispers of the Ocean, or would you prefer a 2-card tarot reading about your gaming future, Earthgate? I am flexible. I've got all day, or at least the next 39 minutes. I could read anything to you. You let me know what you like. And thank you so much for the support also. I hope you enjoy your emotes. I reached out to another artist today, by the way. Oh, look at this person. What's your name? Volkbert. Good day, Andreas. Good day, Volkbert. It wouldn't hurt to go to the courtyard a minute, I guess. What's going on, Prince Nerd? A historical game, right? It's reminiscent of Robin Hood. What makes you think of Robin Hood in this way? Like, I mean, we are stealing from the rich, so... Ooh, what is this place? I'm so curious. Oh, it's a lavatory. I can wash up here, I see. If I did murdering, that's where I would go. It's a Lord Jardin, indeed. There's our guy, Sabats. Still reading a book. I don't think I need to go to the cemetery. You would like the tarot? Okay, I got you covered. What on earth is this new 15k redemption? Oh, is it the pee-pee poo-poo one? It makes me change any word to pee-pee poo-poo. You only get to pick one, and it can't be an article. Not like and, the, a, and the kind of thing. It's got to be a verb or a noun. But yes, this is such a fascinating game. I think this game came out sometime last year, Prince Nerd. And if you are truly a nerd, or perhaps even royalty, you might be interested in this game. It's about illuminated manuscripts and the folks who made them. But I think there's going to be a mystery afoot. Also, I just stole from the church. I just stole from the sacristy because my host family is like 2 months behind on their taxes, and the church isn't paying me in advance, so I'm going to pay myself in advance. And hopefully nobody finds out about it. I hope. But let's see here, Earthgate, what we have for you for your 2-card tarot reading about your gaming future. Now, this is gaming future. I can't tell you about your human being future. But... So we're starting off with the 8 of Cups. So that could mean you're a little dissatisfied or disappointed with what's going on lately in your games. And also, you might feel a little overexposed if you're playing like multiplayer stuff, whether it's MMOs, fighting games, party games, even. You might feel like I'm kind of socialed out. Let me retreat for a moment. But these are some very well stacked cups. I don't know why I felt like I should mention that, but they're pretty well stacked. I don't know about that. So you might be feeling like it's time to move on from what you've been playing lately, or move on from like a group you've been playing with lately, something like that. There could also be one of the reasons why you might be moving away from it is this magician card in reverse, which I've been playing too much Balatro because I see this card and I'm like, ooh, I can make my card lucky. You might be wanting to move away from a game or a group that you're playing games with because there's this air of manipulation or trickery, or an improper use of power. Somebody in your gaming group might be like, I don't know, just not doing things the right way. Or they might have been like, yeah, why don't you do this and that? For instance, let's say you're watching your older brother play a video game, right? And you're like, can I play? And he's like, sure. And he gives you the player 2 controller, but it's not plugged in. And you're thinking that you're controlling the little dog on the screen that's running behind the main hero. But no, that dog is just an NPC that follows around the main character. So you might have been tricked when you were a little kid and your brother was playing Secret of Evermore and you thought that you were the toaster dog, but you weren't, because that game isn't 2-player. Just saying. Don't worry, Jim, if you're listening to this, I don't actually care. It's fine. Can you imagine? Anyway, so it might be time to just sort of play your own games. You know, you don't need to be player 2, the toaster dog. You could be the main character of your own story. Anyway, I hope that there will be good games in the future for you at Riskate, but if you feel like somebody's trying to pull the wool over your eyes, or they're not being entirely honest, or they're kind of lording their power over you in games, it's time to pull back. You don't need to give them your time and energy. That sounded oddly specific. I don't know what you're talking about. It's just sort of a general situation. Haha, anyway, let's go to the scriptorium. Let's see. Where have we not been, by the way? I would love to go places. Oh, I haven't been to the cemetery. But how has your gaming life been, Escape? What have you been playing lately? Yo, this looks so wild. Whoa, is that like the lady saint to this area? A monument to the founder of the abbey. It's fairly recent. The funds were donated by her descendants. Interesting. They made her a skeleton? That is like such a weird vibe. I don't know, you could have made her like a beautiful young lady. Cadaver monuments, they are so wild. Is like the bones in there? Yeah, Jim, your reign of controller-based terror is over. How could you? It's fine. It's honestly fine. I laugh about that with my brother a lot. Ooh, they're gonna be pissed off that all their books are gone that they were reading. Hey, bud, I saw you do that thing. Oh, he's just looking in on our stuff, huh? Ooh, back to Game Hero. Brother Adok, this work. I don't know where to start. Inconsistent spacing, rough strokes. You're working like you want to see this place closed. What was my voice to this guy? A village based in historical times reminded you of it. You're seeing a lot of holy related things, which also reminds you of the series Les Miserables, based in France during the Great Revolution. Oh yeah, are you a big Les Mis fan? My friends when I was in middle school were the biggest Les Mis fans. We had a sleepover once to work on a group project together, and they brought over their big copy of Les Mis, and I thought it was a pillow at first. It was so big. I was like, what is this? And then I was like, is that the Bible? It was the only other big book I'd ever seen in my life. But they were really, really into that like the musical and the book. Super into it.
Brother Pryor, I'm working to the best of my abilities, and I dispute your criticism. I may not be fast, but I still have my talent. Praise be to God.
Yeah, why don't you go pick on somebody your own size?
And Brother Guy, why are you still on this page? What's wrong with you? Normally you're so reliable.
Why is this guy ragging on everybody? Whoa, there's an anime about Les Mis. I had no idea. That's cool. Yeah, I think I was at an age when everybody was into it at that time that I was like, I don't know if I could do this. That's a lot of reading, you know. But then I got my degree in English, so.
Many apologies, Brother Pryor. I'll work harder.
This guy always wants to like impress Brother Frerink or whatever. He's not gonna talk to me though. I'm just some jerk.
Pero, I can't believe this. Baron Rothvogel has come to check on his progress at this. This is all you have. Should be finished this months ago. Your mind is so corrupted by age you wouldn't notice the seasons have changed. Well, you're not the only one who'll have to answer for it, so why should you care? Ha, typical.
God, shut up, Farink. Stop taking out your frustrations on an old man. Now, this guy gives me books. Here's the thing. We need to think about this. But first, I need to say goodnight, Morphinius. Thank you so much for the kind words. I'm hoping all those good vibes go straight to Papa, and then he sleeps well throughout the night, that he doesn't get sicker, you know. If you like dramatization, romance, tragedy, adventure, and character development, you will like it. It's one of your top 5 favorite animes, Prince Nerd. How about that? Also, looks like the ad break is starting soon, so those of you who aren't subscribed or you don't have Twitch Turbo, you might be seeing about 1.5 minutes of ads. It's not going to be a whole 3-minute block, just the 1.5 minutes. And it probably will be the last ads of the night, just so you know. Now, I do want to wail into this guy. I would like to give him my mind. A piece of it, at least. But, he's been bringing me these, like, demonic tomes. So, hey, Prince Nerd, thank you for subscribing. Now, would you like a 2-card tarot reading about your gaming future, Prince Nerd? Or would you prefer some Whispers of the Ocean? Don't give him the whole brain? Okay, I won't give him my whole brain. But there you go. No ads for you, Prince Nerd. And you get a bunch of cool emotes. And I have been speaking with some artists about the emotes. I just emailed another one today. I said, Tarot, yeah. If you want a 2-card tarot reading, I don't do readings about people's real lives, but I can tell you perhaps what's in your gaming future if you care for it. Or you can get some oracle cards from the ocean if you want to hear what it whispers to you. But if you'd like the tarot, that's what I can do. It's got some illustrations that are quite like this Rider-Waite tarot. I think what we'll probably do is say, excuse me, Prior Frerink, but I believe your point is made. I think he's going to yell at me for that, though. He's probably going to, like, lay into me for it, but... Because he's, like, kind of a crotchety guy. But I think just yelling at this guy is going to get me kicked out of the Abbey. And I do, even though I did steal from these folks, I do still need to work. I just love how pointy that little guy's shoes are. So good. Alrighty. So if that's what you like, Prince Nerd, that's what you get. So, you're starting off with the 7 of Swords, which means, Prince Nerd, it's a good time for maybe some of those, what are those little social deception games, like Werewolf or Among Us, that kind of thing. Where you're, okay, wait, let me see this. You were once offered a tarot service from a random chick on Instagram. Odd and random story, but you know some of the psychics and readings are related to malicious intent. So it's like, oh, it's not related to anything. I'm not going to be like, ooh, there's a curse on you, and you got to give me $5 more to have it lifted. I'm not actually doing that. But it might be a good time for you to play something like Among Us. Pressure sure. I stole from them. No, yes, because I picked the rapscallion background. Might be time for a game. If you want to be sneaky, this is a good time for stealth games and for social deception games. If you're playing something like Among Us, where you're telling your friends that you definitely didn't just kill somebody in the medical bay. And also, you've got strength too. Ooh, 2 golden cards. How exciting. It says, this is a time for non-aggressive control, mastery over the wild side, inner strength, and patience and compassion. So maybe not a great time to lie to people, but 7 of Swords can sometimes be interpreted as not just like lying, cheating, stealing. That guy is stealing swords away from an encampment of warriors. So he's trying to win the war with pacifism. Not by attacking the enemy directly, but by taking away their ability to attack him. So this is a good time, Perhaps if you're working on your fighting game stuff, Prince of Nerds. I don't know if you're a fighting game fan, but a good time to maybe disable your opponent, not just try to attack them directly. It's a good time to practice your defense. Gotcha, you're a Christian and pretty on par with you. Well, you will love this game. There's a lot of Christians in this one. Play Among Us, but don't lie. There you go. But take away everybody else's abilities to lie? Perhaps that's it. Among Us. Alrighty, let's say, excuse me, Prior Frank, but I believe your point is made.
Andreas, I'll remind you that I'm the master of the scriptorium, and you are a guest here.
I agreed, Brother Prior. Brother Piero's work is unacceptably slow.
You're insufferable, brother guy. Oh God, give me the patience to endure this.
Please, everyone, this is my work, and I accept responsibility for it. Prior Ferric is right.
Oh, there's the Baron! Look at him looking so smarmy. But he beat up that old woman's husband, so he's going to hell. I'll give him hell.
Prior Ferric, this is mine. It must be, yes.
Idalok is too... I love it. Adok is, like, so bent. I love him so much.
Yes, my lord, I can explain. No, I don't want any excuses. I've come all this way, and I have to be honest, I expected more. It's nowhere near finished, and the style is, well, it's very old-fashioned. I thought I made my desires clear. I feel like my generosity towards Kirsau is being taken advantage of. Am I the fool in this sad story? Oh, no, of course not, my lord. Never. We can fix this, of course. We really want to accommodate you.
Brother Guy is very funny, right? It's very good, Mash. I guess it's supposed to be pronounced Guy. Like, didn't he say he came from Burgundy or something?
Ah, Andreas, good to see you again.
How should I respond? The abbot already seems annoyed. Just nod, don't irritate the abbot. Simply addressing him as my lord would be appropriate. Greeted with his Christian name, you are brothers and comrades in art. He he he. True, all men are equal in Christ, are we not? Good to see you, Lorenz.
My lord, if you please. Father Gurno, why not have Andreas complete the rest of the illustrations? He's clearly capable.
Oh, thanks for running to drink some water, just a game hero.
Oh, well, my lord, why not have Brother Guy complete it if speed is your... No, I'm talking about the script. I'm not talking about the script, that's fine. But the art, the illustrations. I want Andreas to do the others. Of course, I mean, if Andreas is all right with it.
If it takes the pressure off Brother Piero, I'd be delighted to complete the work. Well, Abbot, I am trying to finish my masterpiece at the moment. Well, I will do what I have to. I'll take the pressure off Brother Piero for sure.
There we have it. I hope this allays your concerns, my lord. Excellent. By the way, Father Abbot, am I still welcome at your table for supper? Naturally, my lord.
I'm not. I'm going home to Clara.
Wonderful. I'd like Andreas to join us.
I already have supper plans with the Drucker family.
Nonsense. You can eat with them any day. I'm only here for the evening. Well, Father?
Hell, I have dinner plans with the Druckers. I gotta give them the money that I stole from church, too.
Well, that would be quite unusual. Unusual or not, I doubt that my good friend the Prince Bishop would deny any additional guests to his table. What do you think? I understand. Yes, you're right, of course. Andreas may join us for supper. I look forward to it.
I don't want to have dinner with this guy.
You had this planned.
Me?
You must have put your hook in the Baron this morning when you ambushed him in town.
Oh, go to hell, Ferenc. You're mad at me? Can I punch this guy? That's beyond ridiculous. Listen to yourself.
Brother Prior, Andreas is not to blame for any of this. I am.
Yes, you are, and you've embarrassed me, the abbot in the abbey.
Friar Frederick is right, of course. No wonder we don't get any more commissions.
Guy, can you stop flattering the prior for 1 minute?
If anyone is an embarrassment here, it's you, Ferenc. You're so insincere and you're obvious about it, guy. If anyone's the embarrassment, it's you, or say nothing. I'm gonna lose my job. But I also stole from the church, so maybe it's okay if I lose the job. Take this how you will, but you seem sophisticated and mature, refreshing since a lot of the community on here are known to be a bit childish or flamboyant. They seem collected and nonchalant. I appreciate that. You mean my community is childish? It's probably because I lead them that way. I am very flamboyant too. I have to say. Very flamboyant. I'm like flaming flamboyant, my friend. And if any, I assume by childish you mean like the greater community on Twitch, I guess. But I thank you. Yeah, we are very flamboyant here. Certainly. I feel like being mean to this guy because he's being real rude to all of us. You know. I don't need a peck at guy. I think I'm gonna really come for Ferenc. Brothers. Ooh, we're hollering in here. If you please, Sister Sedan and I would prefer it if you would keep the noise down. Sounds like Samson is slaying the Philistines in here. Of course. Get back to work, everyone. Well, that was not wonderful, but there's nothing to be done about it now. I'll finish my work here and wash up at the lavatorium. Hell yeah. For supper at the abbot's table. Oh, I don't want to eat with the abbot. I promised everyone I would eat with the Druckers. I don't want to go to dinner at the abbot's table. They're waiting for me. They probably set out food for me and they're going to be so sad. No. I need to excuse myself. Oh, can I get there via the Old Bailey? Hold on, let's have a look. Yes, we can. That'll be a quicker way out. Okay. Oh, gotcha. I can't play games like Overwatch because the first-person stuff makes me sick. Is it through the church? I guess so. No! Gnats! Don't say that. No! Nat, how do I go eat with the Druckers? I want to eat with the Druckers. I don't care about all these other people. I don't care about the church. I just want to eat with the Druckers. We gotta go south to the courtyard and the lavatorium. Let's see which one of these is. That's a dormitory. Whoa, I don't think I've been in here before. Cloister. Loquarium? That way they keep the fish and the loaves, probably. Courtyard and lavatorium is what I need to go to. Nat, you can't just lol. You have to tell me. How do I get to the... How do I eat dinner with them? No. I guess I can leave out the dormitory. I'm used to doing that. Let's see here. Oh, I hate that it's auto-saving. Makes me feel like we're doing the wrong thing. Okay, to the cloister. That's church again. That's the cloister. And that's the church. Now, which one of these is the lavatorium? I was there basically by accident earlier. There it is. The courtyard and lavatorium. I bet you we're about to witness a murder. I really want it to happen. I can't tonight. No. Oh, it's the old friar.
Andreas, I'm so glad you'll be joining us for supper, though the circumstances are unusual, to be sure. I won't be able to speak with you. None of the brothers will, but it will be good to have you with us.
So, like, they can't eat at dinner? I'm sorry. They can't church. No, sorry. They can't talk at dinner? Is that an emote that says Bible? Oh my god, that is so funny. If YouTube was around in the beginning Christian times, what do you think it would be like? That's probably where Martin Luther would deliver his doctrine, I would bet. It's a shame. I always enjoy our talks. No, the same doesn't apply.
Oh, no, the same doesn't apply to you. At the Abbot's table, you can talk all you like. Though I wouldn't recommend it. Father Abbot doesn't look kindly on idle chatter.
I hope I don't make a fool of myself. These men are far above my station. I wish you could take my place, Brother Piero. You deserve the honor. Anyway, I'm sorry for how the prior treated you. It's not fair. It's humiliating. Martin Luther debates Ben Shapiro. Oh my god.
You just noticed that emo? You thought that was a unique font. I kind of thought so too. I thought Lurky just had copied some sort of like teeny tiny little like. Sometimes you can copy like smaller characters and stuff. Welcome back, Snake. How you doing?
Oh, no, no, my son, there's no need to worry about me or my pride. And we will all need a taste of humility from time to time to keep our feet on this earth.
It's a gift sub from a channel you probably fell asleep and got right into. Eternal Enigma does a lot of like retro horror game speedrunning stuff. I see Eternal Enigma at like what's the thing? The game's done quick stuff.
How you doing, Snake? What's the big O for?
No, Andreas, you are my pride. I cannot claim to have taught you that much, but I am proud to have known you and your work.
Oh, this dude's so dying. I've never seen a man fly a death flag higher, to be honest.
And when you leave all of us at Kirsau Abbey behind, and call upon your friend Lorenz, the Baron Rothvogel, to help you in your career.
He's wrong, you know. Ferenc is wrong about you being slow. There's nothing wrong with your style. That he is slow, but the style, you know, who cares? Oh, do you have a small characters conversion script page? What do you like using that for?
Is it weird that you know that that emote text is from Silent Hill 3?
That's wild. I had no idea. I don't think that's weird. That's very you. And Attribute, welcome back. Thank you for 4 years. Would you like a 2-card tarot reading about your gaming future, or would you prefer some Whispers of the Ocean Oracle cards? Think he's gonna die from this posture alone? His neck is like this. His neck is like this. It's wild. What would you like, Attribute? Ocean? Okay, let's see what the ocean says to you. Our wonderful sea creatures. You know what? I'm doing okay, to be fair. I'm trying to put a little less... You know, I'm trying not to make anybody a cowboy. That's the thing. The It's Bread thing, yes. I think I've actually seen that meme. The It's Bread meme. Now, which one is it from where it's like, this is a dog's house. I wonder where the dog is. And, like, a monster dog is, like, jumping to bite him in the head. Which one of those is that from? Is it Silent Hill 1? That's Silent Hill 1, okay. I haven't played those games, but I've seen the memes. Artie Attribute, your ocean creature, tells you that you are where you need to be. All right, acknowledge how you're feeling. Have faith that the universe will take care of a current concern by providing the best possible outcome for all involved. How about that, Attribute? Just ride it out, float through the ocean like a cool blue angelfish, and acknowledge your feelings, okay? Don't suppress them. Don't push them away. Acknowledge how you feel, but leave it up to the universe and the ocean to take care of it for you. Adrian might be playing Silent Hill 1 as a St. Jude incentive. That's exciting. I would watch Adrian play it, which good on him for picking Silent Hill, right? That's kind of like a slow horror situation. Use it for highlight VOD titles like Horror Month. Cool.
Don't trouble yourself over it. Time passes for us all. Things change. The future will right over the present. You need not fear it, any of it, so long as you remain true to yourself and God. Now I must hurry to the refectory to join my brothers. I will see you inside.
Yeah, he has been, I think, hobbled by his job. Honestly, that hand looks so bent and broken by the mere act of writing. I hope we do see a murder, though. That'll be exciting. I don't want him to die, but I think he's gonna die. Let's go south, back to the cloister. And then, I guess the refectory? Is there one? That's the Lord Gordon. Where did our Ethiopian guy go? Yeah, there he is in the corner. Hell yeah. Okay, can you see him? Yeah, that. Wait, I'm in the wrong section. What the heck? Let's... No, let me fix this. This isn't right. Also, I seem tinier. I'm supposed to be over here, and I'm not supposed to be this tiny. Okay. Let's see. Am I similar size and placement? It's close enough, honestly, for now. It's not perfect, but it's close enough. But yeah, that's the priest, the Ethiopian priest. Sabat? Something like that? Andreas, glad you could join us. I hope to God I don't have to read every single word from all of these monks, because I don't remember half their voices, and I don't know the other half of them. Thank you, my lord. Father Gruneau for the Thomas, Prior Ferenc. Oh yeah, they're not supposed to talk. I forgot. Oh, during this part of the meal, I guess they like read some passages. Simon Peter answered, "You are the Messiah, the Son of the living God." Oh, the Gospel of Matthew. Wonderful. How edutainment-y is this, by the way? It's very educational. Very, to be fair. I've learned so much. There's like moments where you can hover over the text and it'll be like, this place got turned into this place in 1582 or whatever. You know, it's very well grounded in history. Like, this is not fantasy history. This is like actual history. It's wild, to be fair. Oh, the Gospel of Matthew, wonderful. Jesus replied, "Blessed are you, Simon, son of Jonah, for this was not revealed to you by flesh and blood, but by my Father in heaven. And I tell you that you are Peter, and on this rock I will build my church, and the gates of Hades will not overcome it." You love to see devs do spin-off games in this style of popular old stories. That would be very cool, Snake. I would also love to see like an aviary attorney, ace attorney kind of thing in this style. Like investigating ancient murders, which this might be. Have you read Matthew much, Andreas? Now, I'll make an embarrassment of myself if I'm talking too much. Have I read it much? No. Shaking my head.
I will give you the keys of the kingdom of heaven. Whatever you bind...
Oh, you can't see him. Hold on. Let me hop over here for a sec.
Whatever you bind on earth will be bound in heaven, and whatever you loose on earth will be loosed in heaven. Then he ordered his disciples not to tell anyone that he was the Messiah.
The name of the rose is basically that. It's a Franciscan monk detective. I had no idea. That sounds thrilling. Whatever you bind on earth will be bound in heaven. That reminds you, Father Gruneau, have you read anything by Martin Luther? I can't say that I am. He has some incredible ideas about the church. Brilliant, I think. I think that schism will not be well tolerated by anybody of this church. Everyone's like, my lord, is the meal to your liking? I believe I remembered you enjoying our quail from your last visit. The quail? My God, Father Abbot, the quail's fine, but don't you think Luther's ideas are worth discussing? He's talking about the future of the church, shaking things up in a way I don't think we've seen before. He's really disrupting the Christian workplace. See, he sounds like one of those silicone tech bros. Father Thomas, you see value in his ideas, do you not? I have to move my mouse pad. Sorry about the squeak. My lord, I mean no offense, but I do not. Brother, Matthew, yes, how appropriate. What are your thoughts on Luther's attacks on the church's sale of indulgences? Hello, Smee. Good to see you. How are you doing tonight? He is absolutely a tech writer from the 16th century. He's like, yeah, this NFT thing is really gonna pay off. So I made some NFTs of Jesus. Check him out. In this one, he's smoking a blunt. Isn't that cool? But how are you, Smee? How was your day? That would so be indulgences. That would so be funny. The church selling NFTs.
Bern, please do not involve the other brothers in this conversation. Fine, fine. What about you, Andreas? Certainly a man who attended the same university as Martin Luther can spare some thoughts on his work.
See, now I think he's wielding this against me like a cudgel. I must respect Father Abbott's wishes He really is putting me in a difficult position. I don't know what my bell is. Oh, that's me as an orator. Why not join the debate? It may bring everyone closer to understanding truth. That's the Socratic view. Be wise to defer to the abbot's authority and decline. I need to be quiet. I don't know what else to do. To help the abbot, if he can't handle a little criticism, he's not fit to sit at his feet. I'm going to go with the Beatrice way of things. After all, it is his table. I must respect Father Abbot's wishes at his table, my lord. Ring-a-ding-ding-ding.
A2, Andreas. I expected more of you. Enough! Lord Rothvogel, you are a guest and held in high esteem, but you have worn out my patience. You will not be discussing Luther's work with Andreas, Thomas, Matthew, or with any other brother. Is that clear?
Ooh. You're dealing with matters of the heart? Uh-oh. That's tough, Smee. Work was chill, though. Okay. My day was wild, Smee. Let's see. I made some calls so I could get some appointments for my brother. I still have to make some more calls tomorrow. And I got an appointment for my dad so they can deal with his lymphedema. And I did a bunch of work outside, sowing some grass seed. And then I made dinner. And now here I am, sitting down on my butt, playing video games. So, quite happy. Oh yeah, someone's in trouble. They got a speaking to you.
I suppose, Father, it is your abbey, but you're taking too much offense at this, and you're far too afraid to change.
What do you think the dudes at church are going to be like, yeah, man, let's change it up a little bit?
Whether it's for Luther or someone else, reform is coming to the church. You had better accept it.
It was a, like, oh! Look at the text. It's got all splotches and stuff on it. It's all messy. Woo! This man is going to kill somebody, I'm pretty sure.
What?
You're having a good honeymoon hike day? I want to say Harmless Iterator. I didn't get to say anything in Discord about it, but I really did enjoy those pictures you posted of the of those hiking scenes. It's truly gorgeous out there. Of course you would take your honeymoon there. Those photos were gorgeous, and thank you so much for sharing them with us. And I can't get enough of our Ethiopian priest friend in the bottom right corner. He's like, his eyes are so big. I would love to see more. Yes. You look like you're having, well, the place looks like it's like the most fun place to be, honestly. What a beautiful place for a hike.
Neither you nor Martin Luther dictate the change to the Holy Church on their whim. The shock is beyond insulting. It's blasphemous, outrageous. How dare you? I see. I've overstepped my bounds, and I suppose I've ruined everyone's supper. My apologies. In spite of this unpleasantness, I'll make good on my manuscript payment and the donation of my copy of Historia Taciae. Can't accept what the future will bring. Perhaps it's time for you to come to terms with your past. Well, no need to overstay my welcome. Fathers, brothers, Andreas, good night.
Yeah, goodbye, bud. We're not bros, rich guy. He didn't even want me to call him by his name, so, like, why is he getting all cranky with me?
Thank you, Andreas, for not letting you engage you in his debate. No good would have come of it. Now then, I must ask you to leave so I can speak to the brothers in this chapter privately. Brother Piero, please accompany Andreas out. I'll take my leave as well. Good night.
That's a local priest, I think, who I guess has dinner with them too. Why does Brother Piero have to do it? He's so old and tired. Make the young man who's like preparing. I guess that guy that was doing the fish. Oh wait, Attribute. Oh wait, no, I did your thing. Okay, never mind. Sorry, I forgot if I had read your oracle card yet. Don't make this man crane his neck anymore. I know.
Don't worry about Father Gano and the Baron. I'm sure it'll all be fine by the morning. I hope Father Abbot can see that the Baron's heart is in the right place, even if he picked the wrong time to express himself.
I think the Baron should apologize. What is this game about? This game is about illustrated manuscripts and the people that create them. So we're an artist who's come to this church to help them illustrate some manuscripts for wealthy patrons, kind of like the Baron who was making a big fuss in that room earlier. And he like stormed out after that. We're trying to support our host family who has been so kind as to host us in their house, give us a roof overhead and meals to take with us. So I did steal from the church to support them. But, you know, sometimes the money found my way, it found its way into my hands thanks to the good grace of the Lord, you know, and also my lockpicking skills. So I think there's also going to maybe be a murder in this one, Harmless. It's kind of cool. I think the Baron should apologize.
Think on Matthew, Andreas. Our forgiveness should come like God's love, freely, without condition. In any case, I do hope the bearer respects the abbot's wishes for the rest of his stay, for everyone's sake.
Brother Piero, what do you think of Martin Luther's ideas?
Ah, that is for younger and wiser men than me to decide. I am just a monk, thank God. Good night, my son.
There you go. It's so cool, Harmless. It's very rooted in history. And artistry as well. You can feel the love for the art in it. An awkward supper. I should get some sleepies. Time to go home then. Is it to the convent garden? Let's find out. You notice I play Zelda as well? You managed to catch a bit of the Tears of Kingdom playthrough yesterday. Have I played other Legend of Zelda titles? Oh yeah, I played the original Legend of Zelda, Link to the Past, Minish Cap, Link's Awakening, the original and the remake, Majora's Mask, Ocarina of Time. I played every Zelda but Zelda 2, and some of the handheld ones. I guess the only handheld one I have played is Link to the Past. Where do I gotta go? Back to Tassing, eh? Probably something like that. I gotta go all the way back to the Girder farm. I don't know how to get there. I don't even know how I got here. Down through the stable, right? Okay. I think it's down these steps. Wait, to be fair, what is this? Thoughts on Twilight Princess? One of my faves. I do like Skyward Sword better, but Twilight Princess is really cool. Also, it's 9 o'clock. It's time for bed. I can't believe I let time slip by like this. The ad break is starting too. I was mostly reacting to the fact that I can't stop this ad break, and I told you all that the last one was going to be the last one for the night. But it is bedtime. I also want to check on my mom because my dad is very sick today, so I need to make sure he's doing okay and that she's all right too.